Hello and welcome to Monday Night Bloodbath. I have the episode number in. We are half a year now.
There we
go. Little less.
Yeah, that applause like totally drowned out your audio. I couldn't even hear you.
Oh, did it? Oh,
yeah.
Weird.
And it wasn't like it was too loud. It was like it muted you almost. So I could.
Huh. Well, I was just going on and on about how I couldn't remember the episode number, and then I did. And my camera is like, I don't know why it's so zoomed in and weird. Nothing's changed. Anyways, so yes, we had nothing happen this weekend. It was a very quiet weekend, quiet week overall.
Nothing to see here.
About. How you doing?
Hey, you doing good? Good to be on here to talk some politics, and yeah, it's so this will be interesting.
So, okay, I lie when I say there's nothing to talk about.
Sarcasm. What?
Somebody tried to kill Trump again.
Again, man. How do they keep failing?
I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but like the last time they tried to kill him, it was a week after the debate.
Yes.
This time they tried to kill him a week after the debate. I have some.
Stop debating.
Well, I think that was going to happen anyways. But I have. So there's two things we'll talk about in weird connections with the two shooters. One is, well, we'll talk about it when we get there. But there are two connections to the two shooters that we will talk about. We'll get into that. I've got some interesting information about the new shooter, Ryan, whatever the hell his name is.
I have no idea. I've not heard it.
It's Ryan Routh or something, but there's all sorts of information. So people were actually able to jump out and find out who this guy is when this happened. And I think a big reason for that is this dude's 58 years old, unlike the other guy was like 22.
Okay, yeah.
So he would have a much larger footprint just because of time he's been alive.
Being around longer.
And also he was kind of pretty public. But so obviously we've got the shooter. We'll get into the shooter when the time after I tell what else we've got. We've got I have an illegals voting thing. I've got, I don't think I'm going to talk about this Bill Maher clip. I've got some cringy Kamala stuff because it wouldn't be Monday Night Bloodbath without cringy Kamala. Camilla.
Isn't that redundant? Cringy Kamala?
Yes, but that is some alliteration that maybe Trump should think about. And then we also have the ABC whistleblower. Did you hear anything about that?
I saw a headline about an ABC whistleblower, but that's literally it. I don't even know what it was a whistleblower about.
So we'll talk about the whistleblower. I have thoughts. And then I've got a long Thomas Massey clip of him talking about the new spending bill. I don't know if they voted on it. This clip came out a while ago, but he was talking about the new spending bill, which the Republicans added the Save America Act, which is a act to have voter registration or voter ID.
Oh, so it actually is
somewhat
accurate to its namesake, not like the the border
bill
sends more money to Ukraine.
The Patriot Act, where we will destroy your Fourth Amendment. Fuck you. Actually, fourth and third, I believe. And then I got a J6 clip coming from Jimmy Dore, of all people.
Well, I've heard that name. I'm not sure.
So he's a pretty big leftist, but he's been dousing himself with red pills. So, and then we have some goofy Tay-Tay stuff. Just a goofy Tay-Tay video that, take it for what you will. Someone that apparently went to school with her and has known her for a while. And then, nope, I thought there was another one.
Did
I
you
thought I
get
had
that
another.
thing that I tagged you in yesterday?
Yeah, I thought I had that pulled up.
Okay, because I was dying laughing
But I
watching
don't.
that.
I don't. Where is it?
You want me to find it and send it to you again?
I bet because my notifications haven't been blown up. Yep, there it is. I got
Okay.
it.
Really in tears. I was laughing so hard. So
So let's see. Where do we want to start with? So this is the guy.
that
We'll just.
Hill. Good to see you guys.
Oh yes,
Today.
Savage. How you doing, sir? With his usual slurriness.
He's gameless. He's obviously talking about shock since he's not here.
Yes, yes. No, there's no shock yet. He might be late. He works. He's got a real job.
I got a real job.
Yeah, I got a real job too, but it's like it. I don't ever really have to work this late unless I really fucking want to. What about you? Do you ever got to work like that?
Occasionally when I have to actually work on site, I might have to. But yeah, like last week, because when we do our in-site or on-site installs, it's a Saturday through Wednesday, and the one I had last week was really big, so I actually was there through Friday, and I still have to go back again another day this week. But even so, I don't think I stayed past like 6 o'clock. So
Yeah, but like, what time did you go in? 9.
8.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, a few of those days I didn't even eat lunch. I was so busy. But yeah, that's rare. That's only the third time I've had to do that this year, and I got one more next month.
Yeah.
Other than that, I work from home, so it's really great.
Before things like continuous integration and continuous deployment technologies happened, I would have to work those crazy evenings sometimes because the old school release cycle or the release is coming out, so testers get in there and get on that shit whenever we do a release. Don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah,
but
there was one night where I swear I worked till like midnight because we had this is a couple jobs ago because I was managing IT for this office, and our server went down the night before the biggest sale of the year. And so I had to do like everything possible to get that thing up and running so they could operate the next day.
You know what? So I work in a similar industry, and our servers went down the night before. It was the night before Thanksgiving, so technically the night before Black Friday. Yeah, that was fun.
Fortunately for us, it wasn't like a holiday. It was just like an annual sale that they do. And it's always like a huge moneymaker. So it's not like we had to compete with like Black Friday or anything. But yeah, we had recently installed an air conditioner unit in the server room, and the server wasn't mounted. And so the AC unit had dripped onto the server and shorted it out.
Oh no. So we had this guy, this frigging weirdo that we will get into, but I'm just going to share a picture of him right now because this is him. This is the guy that was caught with a gun. Caught with a gun that was aimed through a fence. So he was on the opposite side of the fence from the golf course, hanging out in a bush. And so this is according to Trump just a couple hours ago. I didn't find the clip. I was just kind of like laying in bed listening to this interview of Trump with a crypto guy, right? And so the first thing was like, hey, Trump, could tell what happened the other day. And Trump was all like, so the Secret Service agents saw a barrel of an AK-47 poking through the fence.
It's like, first off, one, good job for catching that. But two, like, are you that bad at it that you have to like make yourself visible? Thank goodness.
So apparently all he saw was the barrel.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like on the shooter's side. Like you had to poke it through the fence where you could be seen.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is kind of weird. Why not just have it? Yeah.
Why
I
not
don't
just have
know.
like the barrel flush with the fence? Well, I'm assuming this is like a wood slat fence, or is this like a
No, it's a
chain
it's a
link
chain link,
fence?
chain link, chain link.
Okay,
Yeah,
that okay.
chain link fence.
Different type of. I guess that makes sense then, since it's a fence you can actually see through.
Right. And he's hiding in the bushes. And apparently, so they found backpacks, and the backpacks were supposedly filled with tile. So kind of
Tile, like flooring.
in case they shot at him, it would hit the backpacks,
Oh, almost like a little
kind of
deployable
like
cover,
kind of like
sort of.
like a little shield type thing he had going on. And then he also had a GoPro.
I heard about that. I don't
I
know
want
why,
I
but
want to see the GoPro footage.
was he recording the whole time? I mean, he had a GoPro. Doesn't mean it was on.
So okay, so from what I understand, I forget where I heard this. It was probably on a clip from some news place. So, oh no, it was the interview. It was they had. We'll watch some clips from this, but I didn't get this clip. They had the press conference, a couple hours after everything happened, and the guy was talking about how he gave away the Secret Service plan of how they protect Trump on the golf course. There's a team behind him, a team with him, and a
Oh,
team
I did hear about that.
a team in front of him, right? And so the team in front of him caught him, are the ones who caught him. And it sounded like he's, a hole away, a hole or two away. So he's probably rolling. He's probably filming and waiting for his chance. Oh, level 4 plates. So yeah, he had this guy is militant. Would that be the correct word? Because he has
That's probably the word I would use.
yeah, he's a weirdo. But we'll get into that when we get there. What was I saying? So yeah, they caught him the hole ahead of Trump was moving into, and you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I have a somewhat galaxy brain idea with this whole shooting thing.
Okay.
One attempt to make the Secret Service look good, because this is completely botched. I don't know how. I don't like. This is weird, right? How do you have 2 completely failed assassination attempts like this?
Well, the first one was obviously, very close. This one not as much.
So I think this was possibly an attempt to help the Secret Service kind of, get some kudos. And then also, here's my hot take: normalize assassination attempts.
I had not thought about that, but with how nuts these people are, I wouldn't bet against that.
I mean, just to play just do a couple red flag freaking bad assassination attempts and just normalize it. I don't know.
Yeah, their whole rhetoric definitely doesn't help.
Yeah, I don't have
the other
I don't
side
have the
is a
clip.
threat to democracy.
Supposedly the Trump team put out an ad with like all the crazies talking about like Madonna talking about bombing the White House and like people threatening people, other what's it called? People telling people to get in the faces of
That
right-wing politicians, or to like when they get, or what's his face? Cory Booker was all like, when they go low, we kick them. Like, talking all this violent rhetoric stuff.
yeah,
I
I
don't
think it
know if
was
it was
a
actually an official
like
Trump ad, because I'm like, you know what? Anyone could just put the Trump logo at the end. Like, I don't know.
like I think it was the AOC was like talking about, it's like it's supposed to make people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was that like
Yeah.
mayor or
Oh,
someone
and
who
then
was that you were that you were referring to. It's like you know, getting people's faces and stuff. It's like, yeah, you don't hear that from our side, but yet you know, we're the bad guys.
Beetlejuice in Chicago had a clip talking about not letting them be in peace or something. And then we've got my buddy Ken showing up. How you doing, good sir? And he says he's kind of here for it. And I don't know if it's in reply to this comment of hail static.
I think it is. We'll just go ahead and say that he's here for Static being gay. Me too. What's up, my buddy Ken and Dom H? Hello.
Oh yes, hello Dom. My buddy
Good
Ken
evening.
is one of the few buddies of mine that I have gone shooting with.
Oh, nice. Okay, I was gonna say I don't recognize the name my buddy Ken, but I have seen Dom H in a lot of stream chats.
Yes, Dom is a busy guy. He gets around.
Oh, there's another face I haven't seen in a while. Jack
Oh, well,
Tarlad. Hello.
What's going on, Jack? They will stop trying to assassinate him when he stops winning.
Yep,
Good point.
that's true.
He really just needs to win one more time. Well, I mean, obviously, I like him to catch some W's in the White House, but him just being in the White House would probably be thousands of times better than what's going on now.
Yeah.
So I kind of already gave the breakdown of what happened, but we'll listen to this guy do it again because, you know, he's an official. I believe he's a sheriff.
All right, so when we get done, think about your questions because we're not going to take a lot. And keep them to the information that you heard. Don't get into what ifs, and because of this, we're not going to go there, all right? So keep that in mind, and we'll be good. So here we go. All right, 1:30 this afternoon. Call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Because we're in constant contact with them all the time.
Okay, so we learned. So according to Trump today, in that crypto interview from earlier, the shots, and this is according to Trump, all the shots that were fired were actually from the Secret Service.
Okay, I did hear that.
He said 4 or 5 shots, they were all from the Secret Service. So the lefties think that gives them the right to say his life wasn't actually in danger. You motherfucker, that guy was there to kill him. What do you mean his life? He was there to kill him. He had a plot. That's like someone break through the front door of my house and I blast him away and you tell me that I wasn't in danger.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
It's like, no, you're not allowed to do anything other than return fire because until that point, you're not in danger.
Yeah. Yeah. He was never in danger. You're all sick. Oh, that one Vindman bitch. I don't know which one she's married to, but she's married to one of the Vindman twins.
I have no
Those
idea what
people
you're
are
talking
about. This crazy bitch. So I don't know if you remember the Vindmans. The fat one, they're twin brothers. The fat one was in some political position, and he was the whistleblower for that kicked off the whole Ukraine impeachment with Trump. And I don't know if you remember that, but that was complete mirror universe projection shit. Because they were impeaching Trump, accusing him with that Ukraine stuff, with what Biden actually did.
That doesn't surprise me since they still keep calling, like, freaking, even in the debate last week, Kamala was saying, calling Trump, Putin's puppet. It's like, are you retarded? Putin didn't do anything while Trump was in office, but he's done something while Biden is in office. So who's the puppet, you idiot?
Yes, I know.
What's up, Doc?
What's confusing about the Ukraine stuff is like literally Trump said yada yada yada. I'm doing something in Ukraine. I'm like, what's Trump doing in Ukraine? And all of a sudden, I was like, Trump has assets in Ukraine and he's deeply corrupt. And I'm like, fuck, he was just doing stuff in Ukraine. Like you only remember like the subject verbiage. You know what I mean? And then when you put it all together, it was like, hey, there's shady shit in Ukraine. Investigate it. What happens when you investigate a Democratic honeypot? You get assassinated twice.
And impeached twice.
And impeached twice.
47 freaking counts of whatever.
Yeah. Wild.
I just want to have to interrupt real quick, but a quick fuck you, Steve.
Oh, Static, I have a question.
Suck my dick.
I have a nope. I know you're not mad about me beating you in fantasy.
What am I going to do? A team scores 150 points? What the fuck is it?
You don't care. You don't care that I beat you in fantasy. You care that I did it with fucking Kyler Murray, bro.
You're not wrong.
35 points,
You're not
baby. Let's go.
The
He's
Kyler Murray thing does get to me.
I'm like, this is what makes it bad.
Are you talking fantasy football?
Yeah.
Yes. He has the Arizona Cardinals quarterback on his team, and I hate the Arizona
He's
Cardinals.
like 5'9" and he's a quarterback. And
I
he's
always talk shit
amazing.
about Kyler Murray.
Everyone in the fantasy Twitter is like, well, he's great until week 11, guys, because that's when
Yeah.
COD goes down.
This is the quarterback known for blowing any game that is the same week as Call of Duty double XP.
Yep. You do that instead of practicing.
So we're going to continue this guy laying down what they're reporting what happened with the shooting incident.
Pew pew.
We were notified of that, and we had units here that immediately sealed off the area. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great. So we had that information. Our real-time crime center put it out to the license plate readers, and we were able to get a hit on that vehicle.
Okay. That reminds me of something else Trump said. What the fuck is a license plate reader? I need Brad in the chat. Now's your time, Duke Devil, to show up.
Yeah, he kind of like spilled some FBI like secrets. Like, yeah, by the way, all your license plates are chipped.
Yeah.
It's like,
What is
somehow
this?
he got the license plate number and they knew exactly where he was for some reason. And I'm like, what?
I don't think it's something on the license plate. It's probably they have like cameras around or something that like scan license plates.
They have women on the cameras and they stalk everyone.
I want to know if this is a Florida thing or a national thing.
This is literally a plot from Yakuza where like there's just 1,000 Asian people, Chinese people underground, and they're just always watching surveillance cameras, and that's how they're able to know where everyone is at all times.
Like those videos of the like bot spammer people that got like a wall with like 100 phones on them.
Yeah. God.
Now, I don't know. I don't think he says it in this, but someone out there is like, yeah, we deployed a drone and found him.
So I guess they would have just simply said like, hey, this location as of 20 minutes ago, someone with this license plate number left, and then they search all the cameras, and the cameras can probably identify license plate numbers already, right? Like they take like if you run a red light in California or whatever, like the camera takes a picture of you running the red light, and it can automatically identify the license plate number, which then gets processed into you sending you a ticket in the mail and all that stuff. The cameras can probably already identify the license plate numbers. They just say, hey, this street at this time, did this license plate number come up?
Yeah, like here in Arizona, we have red camera lights, right? We have some speeding lights, but those are usually like just by schools.
Yep.
But we have the red camera light, and that takes a sharp enough picture of your car hauling ass to get to see the license plate. And your fucking face. But Kel here says license plate readers are cams that scan your plates. It's national and it fucks up a lot. How come I don't remember hearing about this? And what do they look like?
Not about the license plate reader, but like the red light camera. I remember seeing.
I know what the red light. Fuck the red light cameras. I know.
No, not what they look like, but I saw an episode of MythBusters, and they were trying to like beat the camera.
Oh yeah,
they were trying like all these, those different things where they, people like try to put like reflective covers over it and like spray on it so it blinds the camera. None of those things worked. The only thing that worked was going through the light faster than it could take a picture by going.
Really?
Like, it was like they had like a jet car or something go through the light at like 300 miles an hour. And that was the only way they could
even
the
like
camera.
Even at like 120, it'll still catch you.
Wait.
Damn.
Steve's all, you've never seen the plate reader cars with like 6 cameras on the hood of them?
I have not.
You're talking about like the Waymo cars? What are you talking about?
That's Google scanning the maps.
And then Kel says these cams are mounted to the cars.
I've not seen that, but I have had that idea before.
Wait. License plate readers are cams that scan your plates. Yes, these cams are mounted to the cars. You mean like a cop car? I don't know. Huh. 242 miles. Steve saw the same episode. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was a long time ago, so I don't remember. That could be the speed that they were going, but God, the only thing that can go that fast that's a production car or like $1 million cars.
Oh, they're on cop
Yeah.
cars. Okay, well then
Okay, that's what I thought. They are on cop cars.
okay.
So they don't even need to ask you for your fucking
Well,
registration.
the
and
cop car
shit.
thing makes sense to a degree.
Well, I understand. Look, like if they have to like search through the laptop while you're just sitting there wondering where you're getting pulled over, I get that. But if the computer automatically just you pull over, bloop, this guy, he's a registered sex offender. Like like they know that the second they pull you over.
Well, okay, so like if you get pulled over, the cops always run your plates, so they'll know immediately.
No, but the camera automatically identifies it, and then your
Right.
computer can automatically have it looked up. Like it can
But
be
now
all
this shit-
automated.
This shit that Steve's talking about here, he says it's a car designed to scan parking lots full of cars. Why?
Oh, that sounds like for cities where you have to pay for parking and you
And he's
drive.
like,
Yeah, that'd be
third
my
party-
guess.
That's still why. When you have to pay for parking, you get fucked if
Yeah,
you don't do it properly.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it sucks.
We have mechanisms. Why does this exist?
I don't know.
This sounds fucked. And no, I haven't seen one. I have not seen these. And I don't know
Yeah.
why I'm picturing a Cybertruck doing it.
Cybertrucks are cool.
Oh, they're so ugly. I've seen like
The future.
I've seen like a dozen of them in the last week.
But like, dude,
Yeah. Because guilty
It's the
until proven
future.
innocent. That's why. Yep, that's
Guilty
exactly. Yeah, that's the
until-
fucking
that's
problem here, man. They think everyone's got something to hide. Fuck the state.
yeah.
Kel says it often mistakes the state of the plates and led to some. Oh, so it will say, "Oh, your registration's overdue." Blah blah blah. By the way,
Mhm.
fuck paying for car registration, and taxes on gas and everything. The state can blow my ass.
Unrealized capital gain tax.
I don't know what that has to do with cars, but
No, just the fuck. You're saying the state to fuck off.
oh,
It's like the most invasive word. Like you can't even make that. Like Democrats are good at making like evil shit sound nice to retarded
Uh-huh.
people.
Well, like-
Unrecognized capital gains, like that sounds bad because it is bad. Like explaining that to someone is really funny.
how's it going, Timon? And no, I don't think third time's going to be the charm either.
What's up, Tom?
There's a lot of people thinking that another one's going to happen. I'm not going to pretend like I know or anything. I have no feeling either way if another one's going to happen. But as I was saying earlier, if another one was to happen, I think the results would be the same as the previous two. Because I have reason. Like I said, I think I would not be surprised if an idea of normalizing assassination attempts on Trump, they want to normalize them.
Yeah, well, they already are.
Yeah.
Done.
Because like this one, I can see people seeing this one and how this one was not close. Like you can't get any closer than the first assassination, Tom. Right?
Dude,
Yeah.
honestly, how did he miss is
Like,
insane.
Yeah. Like
That
you
was
can't get any closer.
Alive
than
by a
that.
hair's breadth.
And so
Yeah.
every if you have enough and this one was nowhere's even close. Like we don't even know if the guy saw Trump, right? But yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I think there will be an outbreak and Trump won't be the only target. Okay, so I mean, that's kind of how the first one went. The first one real quick turned into a mass shooting.
Ooh.
Didn't take long. And there's other people talking about maybe the next one they just go suicide vest.
Oh, jeez. I mean, you ain't gonna live an assassination attempt, regardless.
No, most people don't.
Most people don't.
I do have to make unrelated, but I do have to make a correction because this is something that annoys the crap out of me when people don't understand the difference between lose and loose. They will not loose their home; they will lose their home. There's only one O in lose, Steve. I have a reputation to uphold.
Wow, Steve.
Wait. What does he mean? 90% of Americans will lose their homes if Kamala's elected?
No, it's talking about the unrealized capital gains thing.
Oh yeah, all the inherited homes. But they go back and say, well, you're not worth $100 million, so you don't have to worry about it.
Well,
if Kamala's elected, I'll be worth $100 million in 2 years.
the reason why they do that is because they want federal funded conglomerates like BlackRock to fund America, not actual business owners. You're not allowed to invest your money. Just the idea of middle class people investing their money, that's a big no-no. Actually having an open, the free market choose what companies and public, corporations that they would like to fund because they think they're profitable. That's a no-no because government funded conglomerates like BlackRock, they choose what corporations get money. That's why you have that agenda that the Democrats are pushing, and Kamala Harris has no idea what she's saying when she says unrealized capital gains tax.
Yes. So let's continue. With
Now he's just messing with me.
Asshole, we lose. Steve was right the whole time.
Now he's doing extra errors because it's you are, not your. Oh, wait. Oh, no, he is using the possessive form.
Oh, that was
asshole.
possessive.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was correct. Okay.
You're.
We'll lose by being
You are
loose with
asshole.
Kamala wins. That's funny.
You are asshole, Steve.
I thought he was calling us an asshole, but no, he's talking about your asshole.
Steve is the asshole.
Steve is asshole.
Asshole.
He's asshole.
On I-95 as it was headed into Martin County. We got a hold of Martin County Sheriff's Office, alerted them, and they spotted the vehicle and pulled it over and detained the guy. After that, we took the the witness that witnessed the incident, flew him up there, and he identified as the person that he saw running out of the bushes and jumped into the car.
This guy's earlobes move when he speaks.
Now,
He's
in the bushes
alpha.
where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of. So those are being processed right now. The Secret Service agent that was on the course.
This man
did a
is the
fantastic
vanguard
job.
of freedom. I love him. This is America right here. This man.
Why?
I don't know. I just like him.
He's just some sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheriff Rick Bradshaw of Palm Beach
Rick.
County.
Orange County.
I'm surprised that when this guy went down without a fight.
So there was a chase. There was
Yeah.
There was a chase.
there was a chase.
Okay, that
Um,
makes more sense. I was
and-
like, they put on their lights, and he just like, yeah, okay, I'll pull over. I'm just gonna get a speeding ticket, even though I just, tried to assassinate someone.
Yeah, there was a chase. No footage of that. There is footage of them arresting him where where like I don't know if you saw the Cornholio picture where he had the back of a shirt lifted up over his head.
I am Cornholio.
So, yeah, there's
I have not seen that one.
there's shoulder cam footage. So there's a picture of him with the Cornholio look, but there's video footage now or shoulder cam footage of him now walking backwards. You're behind the cop cars, and you see the one cop yelling at him, "All right, now start walking back towards us." And you see him walking backwards with his shirt over his head like this, showing that he's not armed or anything anymore. It's
remember that.
like 8 seconds long. I didn't bring it because it's just like whatever.
It's police brutality that people don't care about.
Check the paused video to the image in the pregame chat. I don't know what he's talking about.
I'll go look. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
What?
It's just a meme about the dude with his shirt off. Yeah.
Oh.
What they do is they have an agent that jumps one hole ahead of time to where the president is.
Oh, this is where he reveals how they guard
And he
him.
was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off. So that's what we know about the investigation. We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it.
I want to see this gun. I want to see the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Because like this guy came prepared. He brought an AK-47 of all guns. I don't know if that was his best choice. I want to know if he like tried to camouflage the gun.
Maybe.
I don't know. So this also came out today, and everyone's freaking out about it. This is apparently footage of Trump moments before everything happened.
So there's an inevitable sit down with protectees across the Secret Service spectrum about open air events. This is going to happen. I guarantee you. The question I can't answer right now is whether each protectee is going to go with the program. In other words, will Donald Trump, if encouraged by the Secret Service to stop golfing, or to change golf courses or do something that's far more protected, will he abide by that? I think in these remaining weeks, I would take the advice of security professionals, whatever they say, but we're already living in a society where our nominees, our vice presidential nominees, are speaking from behind bullet-resistant glass at open-air rallies. How far can this go? How far can we fund, if at all, the Secret Service to put numerous drones up to see an aerial shot of golf courses, concerts, rallies? Is this going to become the norm? Where is the perimeter? Because the more you move a perimeter out, we're already hearing that this shooter was on the fence line or behind the fence line of the golf course. Where do you put your perimeter? How many agents, how many police officers will you need? Do you need an entire, square acre? Do you need miles of perimeter? These are questions that almost can't be answered because they're cost prohibitive and resource prohibitive.
Dude, it's way too much money to keep this dude protected. It's super fucking sad.
It wouldn't be that big of a deal if we weren't giving all our money away.
Exactly. That's the answer to everything government spending. I swear.
Yeah, like with Trump keeps saying like, I'm gonna cut this tax, I'm gonna cut that tax. It's like, we wouldn't even need to have any of these taxes. The government just knew how to spend money correctly.
You have no idea how populist Trump is by making Obamacare work. Like, this dude talks so much shit on Obama, and so many people who support him hate Obamacare. He's trying to make it work. Like, this dude, like a lot of libertarians point out, this dude, Trump loves government spending. And it's like, yeah, but he didn't let it get out of control. He didn't let the Fed print money.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
Trump never met a spending bill he didn't like.
Wait.
And he was the first one to sign $1 trillion spending bill.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying he spent money. He didn't let it get out of control though, because debts were being paid. Money was coming into America. It wasn't just this extensive spending that you were inefficient for like years and years.
Right.
Let it affect the power of the dollars buying power.
I don't know if we ever hear about debts getting paid.
That's true. But okay, well, it didn't affect our spending power, no matter how much Trump.
No, it didn't. Like I said, it's the cheapest gas had ever been.
Yeah,
my entire driving career. I remember gas being a lot cheaper when I was a kid.
Yeah,
but definitely because I started driving right around 9/11. And that's when prices in Arizona just never went back below $3.
Oh wow. But yeah,
it spent most of the time around $3.50.
The Democrats spend a insane amount compared to what Trump did, and you immediately felt it because not only did the Democrats spend, print more money, but they were fucking up supply. Actually, Gavin Newsom is who really fucked all the supply chain
he did.
up. So not only is it spending, not only is it not drilling and having our dollar actually be worth anything, but it's also you're fucking up supply chain. So it's all three of these things destroy the economy versus when you had Trump be like, yes, I'm gonna print this mass amount to do this and this, but the buying power stays the same. You have money coming into the states. You're charging tariffs. Right. You're making other countries
inflation
pay.
Wasn't out of control.
Yeah, he kept it all under control at least. So that's why he's a 90s Democrat.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. So I mentioned when I played this clip that everyone's freaking out about this because they're all like, what are the odds that MSNBC was here to film Trump? On this day,
who filmed this? Yeah, who filmed
well, I have an answer for that. We don't know who filmed this.
Dang.
MSNBC could have paid someone for this footage.
That would be my guess.
To be honest, That would
Oh,
be kind of dumb because it's a little boring. Nothing happens. You just see Trump take a putt shot, like
bro. Either this is disgusting. So, like, the guy who attempted to assassinate him either gave tips to multiple people who recorded it, or the Fed who gave him a tip decided they'd tip another guy to record it.
So did you guys know that this was an unplanned golf excursion?
How
Yes.
Trump plays golf a lot, or is all his games? Is it just whenever he's free he plays?
It is
golf?
being reported by CNN that this was an unplanned.
And was
golfing
this
trip.
at one of his golf
Yeah, this
courses?
is Trump International
Okay, that's what I thought.
out in Miami.
Do you
or
think
wherever.
all of his? So it makes more sense that all his his whole life is a schedule, right?
Right.
But do you think that you would need to? Do you think like beforehand they were like, yeah, we're not going to schedule anything leisure with him so that we don't get heckling or protest or any of those kind of thing? Because if like his golf club knows the days Trump's going to be there, they tell their friends Trump's going to be here at this day and this time for good and bad reasons.
Let's be honest. It's not like Trump hangs out in a lot of places that the hecklers can afford to get into.
That's true.
Hey, he'll show up at McDonald's and just buy everybody food.
Well, yeah. And that's what he's out, pounding the pavement, right? Like that's what he's out meeting with the people and everything.
Yeah, your home just kind of burnt down, and then he bought you McDonald's. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's definitely leadership.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a lot different than like these, like Shock was saying, these leisurely
Yeah,
times that he takes.
but how rare is it that
There's people out there right now
unplanned.
saying no more golf, Trump.
I don't blame them.
No, like people in the YouTube sphere, like
Yeah,
commentators and stuff.
What do you think?
You can't do that. Look, this guy loves golfing.
it's the
It's
only
like-
time he's probably happy in life, bro.
I don't know if it's the only time he's happy, but it's like it's probably his biggest thing that he does for himself, to take time for himself.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I mean.
and all this
like,
guy
it's
does is fucking give.
work. Yeah, all he does is work.
So you can't take golfing away from him.
Just
Yeah,
like
you're
you
gonna have-
can't
you're gonna have
take
to get-
COD from Kyler Murray.
Exactly. You can't take COD, Call of Duty from midget ass Kyler Murray, bitch ass
They
short.
can't just
fuck.
have him live in a-
Midget,
live in
148
a bunker.
passer rating. 148, baby.
It's all a lie. Don't get used to it,
No!
Cardinals fans. And I've
Yes,
got
you
fucking
can't just
sick
put your
on-
entire life on hold.
Bro.
exactly. And if he was to quit golfing, you know what MSNBC and CNN would do? They'd call him weak.
Oh, it's so sad. It's disgusting. What a weak man.
They'd call him the basement dweller.
Is he gonna dress up in like army garb with like a helmet when he golfs now? Get him a red MAGA army helmet.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, some like red camo.
Yeah, red camo.
Yeah.
God. Do they need to
What's
have
the
someone...
point of red camo?
Well, because it's him. It's just to look cool.
Yeah.
Because it's MAGA. It's MAGA camo.
He
MAGA.
should just, you know what, if he's on the golf course,
Not
the next time he goes
MAGA,
out on the
it's
golf course,
MAGA.
he should just go out in the full green camo, play it all up. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That'd be amazing. That's a great idea. Dude, the Call of Duty should have MAGA.
Oh yeah, that'd
Camo.
go over real
That'd
well.
be so sick.
MAGA, MAGA.
Either have none of it or you have all of it.
Everyone who plays Call of Duty would be all about it, and everyone who doesn't play Call of Duty would fucking hate it, and they would take it out of the game.
Bro, if the pride flag's in the game, then the MAGA flag's in the game, and you can have the Biden flag in the game, but just in Call of Duty, the rainbow pride tags is very much a troll. Like everyone loves to use the tranny flag one. So when you die by a tranny, like, God damn it, train killed me, and it makes you even more mad.
Oh
Yeah, if it's okay for one side, it should be okay for the other.
Yeah,
What's
for
the-
sure.
They don't see it as a side when it comes to that kind of shit.
But most people that use it. I used it when I played Cold War, bro. I used the tranny flag. It was hilarious. Get stomped by a tranny, bitch.
Does anyone even have like public chat on in Call of Duty anymore?
I think so.
I don't know. I haven't played COD online since Modern Warfare 2,
Wait, what
the
game have I
original.
been playing? No, only what's it called? Has
The only people that have public chat on are the annoying fucks playing music, or the
That's
ones with
me,
like their little
way.
brother and sister screaming in the background. Those
So
are the
I
only people that
think
have public chat on.
only Ubisoft does public chat actually. With Tom Clancy games and X Defiant.
Well, yeah, because now if you use the chat options in Call of Duty, you can get fucking banned. So everyone just use Discord.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point if you're just gonna put yourself at risk?
I
with
love talking to
everything?
random people, bro. It's so much
It used to
fun.
be cool.
It used to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Well,
You get in
everyone would
trouble
block
for anything now.
Yep. You block the annoying guy. Everyone blocked the annoying guy, but like remember every like lobby would have like their own like MCU fan. He was just like a troll. You know what I mean? Everyone make fun of him. It's like, guys, you're being too loud. It's like everyone quiet down for
The last time I
Cloud
played,
X69.
the last time I played a game that had public chat was probably 2K17, whichever one it was that had Kyrie Irving on the cover. And
18, yeah, it was, like
it was 17 or 18.
Yeah.
That
was fun.
And,
Dude, Slasher was broken that year, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, but like barely would have ever had chat on. But if you ever met someone with chat on and you guys fucking ran a game or whatever, like you guys became best friends.
Dude,
like,
100%. It was so much fun. I love talking to random people.
So,
hey, Mike.
What's
Where's
up,
your mic, bitch ass?
Cash Kester, and a hello to Paul Hadouken.
What's up again, Paul? It's funny that you
Okay.
mentioned with the whole chat thing, because Paul had a similar thing, but almost in the opposite. I think it was on the release of Resident Evil 5, and he got matched with someone, and they ended up playing through the entire game together. They didn't put out, and neither of them had a mic. They didn't say a word to each other.
Why? That's gay.
They didn't have a mic. What were they supposed to do?
But they played through the whole game together. So it's funny that
Aw.
right as you mentioned the chat thing, Paul hops in.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
But back to on topic. Question. I know we've heard Kamala say something about we're glad that he's safe, despite her, obviously lying to everyone.
We missed.
Have we heard a single thing from the actual president?
I knew you were going to say that.
He's not the president.
He did come out and say something. Like, I don't know if he tweeted anything, but there is a sound clip of him out there saying.
Okay, so there is something.
Saying something about it. Yeah. I don't remember what it was. It was disjointed, if you could believe it.
What?
Was not coherent.
Yeah.
Shocked.
It's like, where has he been?
Wearing MAGA hats.
Still alive?
and
Oh yeah, that's
talking to
right. He had the mega hat.
firefighters.
I didn't
That
pull
was
that,
funny.
but let's talk about that. I don't have that clip, but let's talk about that for a second.
That was
Did you guys
wild.
watch the full clip with the guy handing him the hat and everything?
I did.
I just saw
I did.
I think I just saw the static image of him wearing the hat, the MAGA hat.
Actually, it was just a Trump 2024 hat. It did not say
Oh,
MAGA
was it?
on it.
Okay.
I don't. So he endorses Trump. That's good to know.
I was just giving.
I don't know
stock
why he
crap
was.
for saying MAGA.
I don't know why he was there. It was like a kind of fundraiser
So that
for
was
the firefighters.
that was 9/11,
Yeah,
and that
mhm.
was the firehouse that they were
Yeah.
visiting. And there's actually videos of him and Kamala entering this building, and then later in the day, there's a video of Trump entering the building. And let me tell you, the reception is quite different. When they walk in, it's pretty quiet. Hence the guy calling Joe Biden an old fart to his face.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
And then when Trump shows up, nothing but cheers.
Oh, dude, it was electric, man.
Nothing but cheers. Everyone was excited. In a fire department in New York.
New York, bro. It was loud.
Heck, I've been not a lot, but I'm here in California, and I've been seeing quite a few Trump stickers here and there.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. A few RFK stickers too. I've seen a few RFK stickers.
I haven't seen any of those.
I see more RFK than Biden stickers. Actually, there's actually a lot of RFK support here, and I'm like, hey, you're not retarded. That's all I have to say.
So I have an interview of the weirdo. He was interviewed a couple weeks ago by Romania Newsweek. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but this was put out there. The quartering made a bunch of people posted this video so that because obviously YouTube was going to delete it.
Yep.
So we're not going to listen to this whole thing because it's like 8 or 10 minutes long. It is 10 minutes long. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we'll just watch the first couple minutes here. If you guys want to talk about something he says, feel free and let me know to stop it.
Please tell me who you are and why are you here?
Yes, that's right.
Yay.
He's dyed his hair blue
Why are you here?
at the ripe old age of would be 56 at the time that this was being done.
Okay.
I'm 56 from the U.S. From North Carolina originally, so live in Hawaii now. So flew all the way from Hawaii here.
Why?
Oh, and here is Ukraine.
Wait, what?
Jesus, bro. How?
What about Ukraine?
Him going to Carolina to Hawaii is more of a stretch than Hawaii to Ukraine. I'm gonna be real.
So I've seen. So he moved. He was born in Carolina, moved to Hawaii.
Yeah.
There's video footage. There's stuff on his LinkedIn and everything. Look, if you guys, I don't have this. This isn't hard to find. If you want, ask me for the link. Some bitch I know has a massive thread. That's her Twitter handle with 2 eyes. Some bitch I know.
Oh, that's
I was
right.
about to
You
say.
mentioned that last week, and
I
I'm
know
like,
this.
that's kind of rude.
I was like,
That's
I know
right.
This, I know this person.
Their online name.
That's her Twitter. That's her
Yeah.
at. Like, she has a massive thread with a bunch of his stuff from social media. Also, Professor Savage Dad has screenshot recorded his massive X posts. That's on Professor Savage Dad's Rumble. You can go and watch that video if you want some more to see what this guy was like. He was very weird in the X post though. Well, we'll talk about that later. That's coming up in a bit when we talk about how the right and left are trying to frame this guy.
What does Ukraine have to do with anything?
Have to do with everything.
Let's see.
I mean, with this guy particularly, you said something about Ukraine, but I was like, what's the connection?
So so they asked him why is he here?
Yeah.
Where is here Ukraine in this video?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So he is in Ukraine.
Okay, that's the part I was missing.
Yeah. So he said, because that's what he was saying. He was like, I went from the Carolinas to Hawaii, where he lives in Hawaii, and we've got evidence of that. And then he came from Hawaii to Ukraine.
And how long ago was this?
This is in 2022.
Okay.
So I'll just tell you, he's in Ukraine to help the efforts of the war. He spent a lot of time trying to recruit
Nazis?
foreigners to come fight the war in Ukraine. He actually went there to fight, and since he had no military experience, and also he's old as fuck, they were like, well, we can't let you do that. So he became a recruiter of some sorts for like private mercenary type things.
Yeah, he looks like the shining example of a mercenary.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a mercenary.
Maybe a little, maybe kind of an asset of sorts.
What he did was he said, hey, there's this theater over here playing A Birth of a Nation. Would you like to watch it with me and the guys? Get it? Because all the Ukraine armies are Nazis.
So Samuel says, some bitch I know is my favorite autist.
Autist.
Autist?
Autist.
No, autist.
Okay. Fancy. Fancy.
And then Duke Devil with his typical tone. Clearly a Trump supporter. He voted for Trump, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So, well, we've got something we could talk about the Trump vote in a little bit. I've got more articles. I have got at least 2 hours worth of shit on this guy.
But and then Small Time Republic is here as well. What's up, Small Time Republic? He makes a good point as well.
Yes, the guy has $300 to his name and can travel the world. Interesting.
Fed.
We'll get to some possible explanations of why he's able to do that.
Fed.
the question as far as why I'm here, to me, you know, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, you know, any movie we've ever watched, this is definitely evil against good. I mean,
Which is the good side?
Yeah.
Well, he's supporting Ukraine, so obviously he thinks Ukraine is trying to be conquered by the fucking empire.
Weren't they like one of the most corrupt
Yeah.
countries?
Yes, they are
And yet they're the good guys.
yeah, they are the
Yup.
fucking
Bastion of
they're the
democracy.
laundromat of the fucking NATO.
Oh God.
But the way he's like, this is just good versus evil. Like, he's not brainwashed at all, man. Like, there's no nuance in this at all.
Nope.
Only a Sith deals in absolute.
Yes. This right here. There are no good guys.
Yep.
Not in war.
situation here where, you know, the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and
Did you hear that?
Yeah, they're caring.
The Ukrainians are caring and kind. There's no single Russian out there that's caring and kind. They're all fucking assholes.
Yeah, fuck. Jesus.
Kill off. I'm not gonna say.
generous and unselfish and take care of one another, and it's just a matter of, you know, we need to stand up for that. That is the most important thing in the world, is just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that we take care of one another and that the world is united so that we.
I think that's all we need to show of this guy. He sounds like an 8-year-old talking about World War.
Dude, who bought him the plane ticket, bro? This is insane.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. I have thoughts. A lot of people have thoughts, but we've got interesting article. I have 3 articles from the day, 3 or 4 articles from the day. Well, 1 headline from the Daily Mail and then 3 articles from the Daily Mail that we'll go through. And the headline is specifically for memeing purposes.
Yeah.
See, before
Sorry.
we get to the articles, what else do we got here? Okay, that's framing. So we'll do we've got, so there's been people have been trying to make a connection with this guy and the previous shooter.
Okay.
So the connection that they're trying to make is that this guy is in a BlackRock ad.
Oh yeah. I heard that on Neurotic Show actually.
So we'll see. So here's the clip.
The action is to appeal to world leaders.
Holy
There he is.
shit.
Yep.
There he is.
He looks
trying-
like Gary Busey's butt double.
It does look like Gary Busey.
So when I
He's
saw
fucking crazy. Is he?
when I saw that first picture that came out with him all cornholioed out, like I thought Gary Busey was the first thing that popped in my mind. I was like, oh
Yeah, that's what he
Gary
looks
Busey's
like. Yeah.
it's like, yeah, Gary Busey's back. But so people are saying that this is a BlackRock ad, just like the other shooter who was in an ad about some sort of education thing that was very much a BlackRock ad. But from what I could tell, is this was a propaganda commercial for the Azov Brigade, which is the 12th Special Operations Brigade of Azov, is a formation of the National Guard of Ukraine, formerly based in Mariupol in the coastal region of the Sea of Azov. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm not Ukrainian, so kiss my
Azov.
lips. From which it derives its name.
Shnikes.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Yikes.
So
Oh,
for
yes.
anyone who
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
know,
Oh.
it's Static's birthday today.
it's my birthday.
Ah,
And
birthday.
Kel just dropped a birthday gift.
Are you 50 years old? Is that why he gave you 50?
Go fuck yourself. I've got 9 more to go till I get to that one.
Nice.
And hopefully we're here in 9 years, because that means World War III didn't happen.
That's true. That's a good point.
So yeah, as far as there's no way to tell if BlackRock funded that being made, because of course you try and Google this brigade with BlackRock or anything, and it's all been inundated with fact checkers saying fact check false.
Fact check.
So there's no way to find it's really difficult to see if this was receiving funding from BlackRock themselves. So
I do like how Twitter, they don't like hide these trending things. They just have the, you know what I mean, the community note on them. Like it, like this kind of news back in the day, you needed to be on Twitter within those 2 hours it was live, or else you would never be able to find it again. You know what I mean? Because it would always be like, hey, this thing that happened on Twitter, you have to go to what's that one place called? Oh, not Thumb. It's dang it. What was that? What was that other social media? It was kind of like WhatsApp, kind of, but it was like a
WeChat.
no. Dang it.
it was
Threads.
like WhatsApp. Yeah, WeChat was a thing.
No,
I used
not
WeChat and I
that.
made a bunch of money because of WeChat.
Dang it, I forgot the name of the social media. There was a social media where everyone I forgot the name of it. Anyway,
Mastodon?
no, the other one, the one that
Blue Sky.
it's the one that it was like they say Russian investors are in it and
Parler?
whatever. No,
Gab?
not Gab. Let me see. Anyway, it'd be like go to this other social media.
MySpace.
No. It's like go to this other like alternative social media account to see what was on Twitter like 2 hours ago.
No, Threads is
Telegram.
Facebook. Telegram?
Telegram, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
of. I am
Telegram?
thinking of, yes, it is Telegram.
I was just joking.
No. Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, dude. Like if something happened on Twitter, it'd be like, come look at Telegram. What happened on Twitter? Because you can't find it on Twitter anymore.
I've heard of Telegram, but I've never actually even seen it.
Now it's just for like only fan porn stuff. Like there were genuine alternatives, and when Elon like patched up Twitter, all those social medias are just gone now.
So before we go to the next thing, let's read Kel's. Kel sent me $50. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. He says, get yourself something nice for your birthday.
Go be gay. He called you gay.
So I don't know what I'm gonna get, but thank you. Probably some sort of video game.
Ooh,
Nice.
You're gonna give your money to China and play Blacksmith?
No. I am waiting for that to go on sale.
All right.
That is my that like okay. I know the CC. I explained this on Thursday's weekend pregame. I will do it again here. Yes, I've been waiting years for Black Myth Wukong. I did not know it was CCP until this year. The game looks amazing. Like the visuals and everything look absolutely great, but it is CCP. And so I will wait until I can give them the least bit of money possible. It's right around $20.
Yeah, I feel bad for people like you that were just looking forward to it and didn't know that. Nor am I really actually judging anyone for playing this game.
I know.
But it personally stops me, and I'm like, if I'm not that invested in it, do I need to give China my money? No. But you've been invested in it, so I'm not judging you.
Yeah,
and it's a good game. I want to support.
When I saw the first trailer, I was like, okay, this looks like something right up my alley. And then
it
it's
looks
Monkey
fun.
Beat. Yeah, no, it looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's what, so. Yes, it's. I hate commies, but I'm going to give them a little bit of money when it's at its cheapest possible rate. And you know what? You know what's great is like that's why PC gaming's great. It's because I could look at my backlog and be like, you know what? I don't need to buy anything.
Yeah.
So moving to PC gaming has given me a level of patience where I don't feel like I need to buy everything right away. Whereas when I was on the PS4, dude, I got any game that I wanted. I almost got it the weekend it came out.
Oh yeah.
And I was buying at least 3 or 4 games a month.
Those were the days.
So let's get caught up with chat. Samuel says, this stupid motherfucker thinks the whole world outside the U.S. is kumbaya and jelly donuts. I don't like jelly donuts.
I do. They're
And
yummy.
no, the jelly in it's gross.
How
And then
dare
Small Time
you.
Republic sends this interesting one. Not to get off topic, but Sean Puffy Combs has been arrested. It's possible that it's for racketeering and
What?
sex trafficking.
Oh shoot.
Interesting.
That's
That is
wild.
That is interesting.
Yeah, that's my thing about these people that blindly support Ukraine.
And then
Go for it.
well, so Samuel replied to him and saying it might also be because he owes the Sinaloa a lot of money.
Oh shit, yeah.
That means that could get deadly.
It could be.
And then Duke says, it's not BlackRock. I think it's a Ukraine propaganda ad. Yeah, that's exactly what I think it is. Now, could BlackRock have funded to help that be possible? Because
Totally.
Ukraine's fucking broke. Maybe. That's completely possible. But we don't have any way of actually getting that information that I'm aware of. And then we got the amazing gift from Kel. Thank you again, sir. Duke Devil got a Yahtzee. Congratulations. Was it 5 5s? Sammy Lou Infamous. There's no telling what he's into. I still think he gave the order to whack Tupac. I would not be surprised. And we got happy birthday from Samuel. Thank you. Happy birthday from Timon. Thank you, sir. People trying to guess social media. Trump getting positive coverage. Change the narrative. Yeah, he's you know what? It was weird to see CNN kind of being honest on yesterday, kind of seeing CNN being honest about things. Whereas as opposed to the first time, but CNN was the least egregious until today.
Did I miss the Kamala Harris picking a BlackRock executive as her economic advisor?
Kamala Harris. That sounds familiar, but it's not like coming to mind.
Okay,
Wouldn't surprise me though, because I think they all have.
Yeah, interesting. I want to see why people are saying this is a BlackRock ad. I don't doubt it, but I don't see the proof.
Yeah, I don't know where they got it from.
I don't know where they got that from.
Oh,
if you want to say it's probably, I'm gonna fucking believe you because that's where everyone gets their money from.
I
dude.
won't say probably, but I'll say there is a goddamn good chance.
Yep.
I won't deny that. So we had that, and then we've got so here is the framing that we're getting from the left. Let me zoom in on this. So I just picked a random tweet, but there's so many out there talking about this stuff. So this says, this is Ryan Ruth, the man who allegedly tried to assassinate Trump. Well, allegedly is looking less likely. You can continue saying that, but I know you liked to add that word because you don't think anything happened. Anyways, he voted for Trump in 2016. We'll talk about that later, possibly. I think that's coming up in one of the articles. He apparently supported Vivek, Haley and Vivek. If you go and you look at his Twitter replies, which I did, he had tweets. So like the guy's kind of an idiot. He in his main thread, like his tweets, there wasn't one sent since 2023. But if you go into his replies, all of his tweets are replies because he @s someone right away. And so that automatically makes it a reply in the Twitter logic. And so there was several tweets from like January of this year that I want to say to Vivek Ramaswamy saying, join Nikki Haley and her team and become the super team type thing. Like he wanted Vivek and Nikki Haley to team up and run for office together. So there's credence to that. Those are the tweets. Like I said, you can go Professor Savage Dad's Rumble. He's got a video of him screen capping, recording his tweet thread. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back because I wouldn't be surprised if people were just reporting it for violence to be weirdos, you know? Also, we haven't had Elon acknowledge that account being removed, which I'm a little surprised. Is anyone there?
Sorry, I'm
Oh.
kind of going down a BlackRock rabbit hole right now. Because Thomas Matthew Crooks or whatever, he was in another BlackRock ad.
He was in 2?
Yes.
So I know he was in the one at the school.
Yes, and that's the one. And what makes, I'm trying to see where BlackRock's into this, but it's basically just like government funded, state funded, like help kids get to college kind of thing. So BlackRock does contract for the government. I want to see it.
Right. Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So Paula Dugan says his chat got blocked. He said he'd give the CCP money. He doesn't care, but it got blocked. Weird how that one got through just fine.
That's fine. I don't.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Hate
It's
you if
each
you
their
buy
own.
it.
I hate commies, and I really don't want to give them any money.
What's an example? There's a few games where I will hate you if you buy it, but that's not one.
And then Small Time Republic says Crooks was in a BlackRock ad like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So people are trying to connect the dots. Let me see if I could find, because I don't have that pulled up, but let's go into my bookmarks here. We'll go over to Bloodbath. And
so
where
the
fuck
Bethel
is
Park
it?
Journal Awards and Recognition Program honors for Bethel Park graduates. The Bethel Park Community Foundation. Do I need to search these people's fucking names and see if they're associated with BlackRock? Is that what I have to do? It just says all the people that donated.
Did I not fucking bookmark here? I know it was this guy's tweet.
Sorry.
So this guy has an interesting. If you're not following Ian Carroll, you're doing it wrong.
I'm trying to make sure that it's an actual BlackRock ad. I want to know where people are getting that from.
Oh, wait. Is this it? Is the evidence? No, this isn't the one that I wanted. Did he delete it? He must have deleted it. Oh. So there's an article out there saying that Crooks sent money to this guy twice earlier this year. And the article was written back in August. There's stuff out there on Twitter. I didn't get it. He must have deleted it because there is some weird stuff going on with them editing the article and the order of things. But once again, go look at some bitch I know's Twitter page because she's got the receipts.
I'm back.
So unfortunately, I don't have that. Now, so the people we were just talking about, they're trying to frame him as a right winger, but we have multiple pictures of his truck in Hawaii where it's got a fatty Biden Harris sticker on the back of it.
Shocker.
So
didn't they try to make the same claim? Sorry if I missed it in the last few minutes, but didn't they try to claim the same thing with the last shooter?
Yes. And you know what? I don't give a fuck what side they're on. These people are psychos. These people are you have a screw loose or 7 in order to do something like this. You are not okay. And this guy somehow made it. Well, we'll get into that. I would say somehow made it 58 years without breaking a law, but that's not the case. Let me just pull that up right now. Come on, load. So, failed Trump assassin Ryan Wesley Routh racked up extensive rap sheet of felonies and petty crimes before attempt on former president's life, but has never been to prison. The failed Trump assassin Ryan Routh has been charged with dozens of offenses during a lifetime of petty crime, but doesn't appear to have spent a single day behind bars. The 58-year-old misfit has been arrested for everything from felony larceny to a hit and run and brandishing a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah. Oh, I heard about that today. What the heck qualifies as a weapon of mass destruction in this context?
In his case, a machine gun.
That's not what weapon of mass destruction means.
That's what lefties surely want it to mean.
But yeah, all of this without ever being in prison. Like, I thought that's what a felony meant. You go to prison. Hit and run.
Yeah.
How?
A hit and run's a fucking felony. And this is felony larceny. Is there such thing as a misdemeanor for larceny?
What is larceny? That's like theft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get probably like
theft of personal property. So, like, okay, I guess
probably like a misdemeanor by like stealing something from the gas station. It's not like holding the gas station up. But yeah, felony and hit and run. You should definitely be in prison for that.
And he hasn't spent a single day. So people were asking, how did he afford that plane ticket to Ukraine?
Oh, I'm retarded.
Well, what else is new?
Yeah. If you watch the whole commercial, it says BlackRock at the end.
Oh, of Thomas Crooks?
Yeah, no, literally the commercial of the the school.
Okay. Yeah.
Literally at the fucking end, giant bold say BlackRock. Like, oh, maybe I should just watch the whole commercial.
Well, and if you dive down the Crooks rabbit hole, there's a picture of him standing. There's a picture of supposedly him standing next to a Larry Fink lookalike, possibly.
Yeah, I see that too. I like how this BlackRock, what is it? It's like it's just like an account that like covers BlackRock, and it's like this commercial was never a BlackRock commercial, and people are lying about it.
So felony does not mean prison. But how many felonies do you have to collect before you go to jail and don't pass go?
That is a good question.
I thought there was like some sort of 3-strike rule or some shit. I don't know. I haven't broke the law and got caught.
Yeah.
There's a couple close calls there though. Running out of alleys and shit back in the day. So yeah, this guy is a criminal. He's apparently had a machine gun in his possession. Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about how he afforded that Ukraine ticket. Asset, maybe? CIA asset? Because they're like, we got this guy, and now we could just have him work for us.
Right.
That short bit of that interview that we saw seems like a good candidate for some MK Ultra type shit.
Yep.
Notice how I use the qualifier MK Ultra type shit. YouTube, go fuck yourself.
Type.
So let me think. What else is we got here? I don't really care about going through the rest of this because they just talk about what happened. I mean, flip this. So here's another interesting one. I'm waiting for my extension to work. Come on. So Trump assassination attempt suspect. Oh, what the hell? Why did it go white? No one likes white.
Boo, get out of here. White.
Oh,
Wait, right.
Dark mode is always best.
Is my browser about to crash?
Right.
So
Hey, there we go.
Trump, fucking Timu. Trump assassination attempt suspect Ryan Blah wrote a book urging Iran to kill the former president.
What?
What?
My God.
I said Trump assassination attempt suspect Ryan Blah wrote a book urging Iran to kill the former president. Self-published Ukraine's Unwinnable War last year.
You know who all? Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Fat Mike wrote a pretty lit song about assassinating Bush. Not gonna lie.
The war on terrorism, man.
No, that one man I killed.
Oh,
That was a good song.
it is a rambling manifesto describing
Describing.
his time in Ukraine and his political views. Okay, so we're not gonna read that because that's the same shit we just read. In Ukraine Unwinnable War, he said he made a terrible mistake in once voting for Trump, whom he described as a buffoon.
Oh my God.
So look, people. Everyone out there, is this guy righty? Is he a lefty? Shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter.
Feds don't have alignments.
It doesn't fucking matter. You
His
retard.
side is authoritarianism.
Let's politicize it. Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it's politicized anyways because he did try to shoot a president.
It's like
But,
a authoritarianism is a whole
just-
nother dimension of air quote politics because
You
it
just
has
can't. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, it has nothing to do with the actual like sides or economic like belief systems. It's just authoritarianism is power. They'll side with whoever gives them that power.
Yeah. There's no such thing as meeting in the middle on anything anymore. That's fucked. It's over. That ship has sailed. And I don't see it. I don't see it ever coming back. I don't know.
So either because
I mean, look, these people want to put dudes in chicks' bathrooms, and they're not giving up on it.
Yep.
It's good.
Well, all those things are psyops, and so I like the people who are air quote left and right definitely genuinely think that they want to like fight their differences out, but there's too many psyops that like feed people these dumb information, and people get all like, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain, but because it South Park makes fun of it all the time. It's not even like we're having discussions about certain like policies or ideologies. It's reacting to certain things. Where like something will be staged and we'll be like, hey, this is staged and this is silly. And then you'll have people that will only record like a bit of the footage and say, look at this emotional bad thing that happened. And the people that are actually trying to like generalize and make sense of reality of the full context, people only see the cut out part where, oh, emotional, focus on the emotional argument. So people are just constantly being like gaslit
Yeah.
by each other. I hope that made sense because like it's the authoritarians above that stage this shit, which is why normal people who have left and right air quote differences can't get along because they're getting gaslit by the media too hard.
Yeah, it's like when they show clips of like the police like attacking what appear to be innocent people, but they clip out the the previous 30 seconds of them throwing stuff at the police.
Yeah, he just like robbed a dude's house, and they're like,
Or like
he was just jogging after he robbed a dude's house.
the best example of that is that find people on both sides.
Yeah, that was like the first.
That is like that is one of the most egregious things these
Yeah.
people have ever done. And you know what? They do it to Trump every fucking day. Go follow the Kamala Wins account on Twitter. Oh my God.
That's an oxymoron.
If you want to see retardation at its max, go follow the Kamala Wins account. As a matter of fact, I believe it's either that or the Kamala HQ account tweeted the thing with Tim Pool saying that everyone should be arrested, saying that they should arrest all the left. But really what he was saying, yes, if there's criminals, we should arrest the people on the other side as well. But they played it out of context to make him look like a fucking psychopath. And so now he's in the middle of setting up a lawsuit against Kamala's campaign team.
That's what's good about
Makes sense of that. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Oh.
Tim is so good at sarcasm though, where like even when he's super sarcastic about the other side, there's clearly enough context.
I
Because
don't know.
oh, it's so good.
I don't know how he does those troll tweets and gets people on both sides.
It's so
Both
good.
sides with the
It's
same fucking tweet.
genius, dude. I love it.
Yeah, I went through my history here because I know I replied to one of those Kamala accounts, and it's the Kamala Harris account, and it's that tweet from the debate of the very fine people on both sides. I said, "You're retarded."
I can't believe you brought that up, dude.
And I didn't get banned this time for saying the R word.
Bruh, I know, right?
Hard R's are back on Twitter, people.
They're back
Hard R's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah, they're on the menu.
So I kind of want to read
the Linus Tech Tips Hard R, of course.
Yeah, yes, the Linus Tech Tip Hard R. I love that.
And
I love using Hard R for that because it confuses the fuck out of people, and it's like,
I never knew retard was Hard R. Like, how soft are you?
It's not Hard R.
not.
Linus Tech Tips is just a fucking retard.
You know, you're such an idiot. You're so retarded.
I used to say the Hard R a lot, dude.
No, it was
like Call of Duty, huh?
He was saying how flippantly the Hard R was tossed around in like Family Guy. It's like, I don't think they ever said that in Family Guy.
They did not. Oh yeah, he did say that. You're right. No, he didn't.
So let's listen to the rest of this guy's insanity. So he quoted from the book, "I must take part of the blame for the retarded child we elected for our next president. Elected for our next president. That ended up being brainless. But I'm man enough to say that I misjudged and made a terrible mistake, and I apologize." Huh?
Oh.
I need that sound bit. I need that Tim the Tool Man.
Yeah.
Someone just showed me the other day a Doom mod, and it was all the walls had pictures of Tim Allen, and all the sounds.
I did see that,
and it was that grunt, and all the enemies were Tim Allen. I was like, that's hilarious.
It was beautiful. I want to put a guy in a room and like just make him watch that for like 20 hours and torture him.
I don't know if that's torture.
It's a lot, dude. It's like every 2 seconds, and they overlap.
I thought you were saying just watching 20 hours of Home Improvement. I was like, dude,
the mod on Doom.
So he said that after berating the former president for abandoning the nuclear deal with Tehran. What?
Nuclear.
Okay, dude. Tell me, this guy's not confused at all. He goes on to say, "You're free to assassinate Trump as well. As for me, that error in judgment and the dismantling of the deal."
Dear God, what
the
website is this?
Still
like
available on Amazon.
Of the page is freaking ads.
Oh, this is Daily Mail. I know.
God, that is freaking cancer to look at.
I know.
Look at that. 2 sentences in that entire page is the actual article.
I don't even speak Spanish. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, you know why I got
in
Spanish?
Arizona, bro.
You know why I got no. It's not just Arizona, but it's also because I talked to Weed Pillar and Timon on Twitter, and like these are all a bunch of because all I get Spanish shit in my feed. I'm like, why do I get Spanish? And it's because I talked to a bunch of Spanish speaking people.
Espanol.
It's all your fault, Timon.
That's right.
It is all your fault. So yeah, this guy wrote a book telling Iran to go ahead and off President Trump. God. That's normal, right?
That's normal.
Right?
Huh?
That's normal.
I do that every day.
You mean you don't?
Yeah, you don't. What's sad is if you do it without the BlackRock money, like then you're just a cuck. At least you're getting paid.
So, and for memeing purposes, we've got one last thing on the shooter before we move on to our other topics because we must cover cringy Kamala. Otherwise, it's just not Monday Night Bloodbath.
Yeah, it's the state of politics now.
FBI says Trump shooter suspect Ryan Wesley Routh was on their radar since 2019.
Oh my God.
It's revealed whether he acted alone in assassination attempt.
I have a meme.
The meme is real.
The Bart Simpson meme where Bart has the FBI hat and they're like, "Stay the line, stay the line," and then he looks down.
Yeah,
they were on our radar.
The FBI.
They were on our radar.
And everybody point and laugh.
It used to be Facebook back in the day. It would be Facebook would be the teacher going like, "Woo!" That's how old that meme is. That's how old it is.
Yeah, it's
It says
old.
Facebook. Facebook.
All right, so I've just made an executive decision
Well, you're fine.
for funsies. Instead of going straight to Kamala, which is fun in its own right, we're gonna watch JD Vance roast Dana Bash.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't
And
make me like him. I don't
who's-
want to like him.
who is Dana Bash? Is that the CNN anchor?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's Dana Bash. It's not Dana.
Donna.
I don't know.
Well, then she needs to spell it right.
I'm gonna make sure I got volume all the way up because this is a good time. This is a good time. boys.
DANNA.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Otherwise, it'd be Dana.
Donna.
These calls from the
Springfield,
constituents.
Dana, and they're telling me this stuff is happening. Dana, would you like to ask me questions and then let me answer them, or would you like to debate me on these topics? I noticed that when you had Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, you gave them multiple choice answers to the questions that you asked, and you allowed them to answer the questions. I'm happy to be here to talk about policy, but if you're going to interrupt me every single time that I open my mouth, then why am I even doing this? So please ask a question, and I'd ask you to be polite enough to let
Yes,
me answer.
these
people in
calls from the
Springfield.
Bitch.
Just calling her out. Because I mean, you could tell he was trying to give an answer at the beginning, and she just interrupts his ass. And just listen real quick to this.
These
people in
calls from the
Springfield, Dana,
constituents.
and they're telling
You hear that? Like she totally overtalked on him.
That wasn't the clip restarting, right? That was continuing on from where it
No,
left
no,
off?
that was that's the beginning of the clip.
Oh, okay.
But she-
Okay, 30
she's-
seconds.
she's-
Yeah, it's
She's trying to interrupt him, and that's why he goes into that bit where he's like, do you want to let me answer your questions, or are you just going to debate me? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Trump should have said something like that. It's like, am I here to debate Kamala? Am I here to debate the
oh,
moderator?
dude, that would have been fucking cold.
Dude, I wanted him to say that so bad. I wanted him to say, I'm not going to debate Kamala Harris again, but I'd like to continue my conversation with David. That would have been the best roast ever.
sorry, Kamala. I'm debating with the moderator right now. You're gonna have to wait your turn.
That was what's his name's Freedom Tunes' video. He had kind of
Seamus?
Yeah.
I like
Where
that guy.
Kamala's like plan was to just say woman talking. And they're like, great
yeah.
news, Kamala. We have these mute buttons, so you won't be interrupted at all during the debate. And he's like, well, David, I don't like that you think it's okay to have the borders open, David. And he's like talking to the moderator, not Kamala. And she's like fuming that she's muted and can't interrupt him.
I
I
gotta go
love
check
Freedom's
that out.
Tunes, bro. He's on fire.
Kel has a good point here. He's like, is it really that much of a meme, though? I mean, the FBI has files on all of us.
Yeah, I got a social security number. Yeah,
Well, no, it's more than that.
I know.
But yeah, that was the second time that it was Trump versus moderators, and not actually his opponent.
All the time. Yep.
So on to the Kamala stuff. I've got 3 clips. 2 might be the same. I'll have to double check. But she did some interviews last week. And I think this is her summoning her inner Mark Zuckerberg roboticness, because we've heard this before.
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are 1 or 2 specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid. My mother raised my...
Middle class made a lot of money back then.
It did. Middle class.
To be fair, actually.
Yeah. Sitting pretty middle class back then.
Yeah. Middle class was a big bracket. It was a big cut of the pie in your Venn diagram.
My sister and me, she worked very hard. She was able to finally save up enough money to buy our first house when I was a teenager. I grew up in a community of hardworking people, construction workers and nurses and teachers. And
it has been approximately 20 seconds since being asked the question.
And you haven't said anything to answer.
It hasn't said a fucking thing. This is exactly how she answered the first question in the debate.
Oh, yeah. Nothing.
She literally went down the middle class thing. And it's the same shit that she said from the first question of the debate, which was about the economy.
What's weird though is like she's coherent though, so it makes it even worse. Versus Joe Biden would be like, "What do I think about freedom? Well, sometimes I only let the dog go out on Sundays, and
Are you giving Joe
sometimes
Biden voters an excuse?
kind of."
That was
Like,
a
you might
really
not
good
know what he
Hank
was
Hill.
actually saying.
Yeah.
You might not
Oh,
have
I
actually
could do a
known
good
what he was
Hank.
saying, so that's okay.
They
You-
literally just ignored him as a sweet old man, and this is just a like uncoherent bitch. There's no excuse.
You and Extra Zero both do a really good Hank Hill.
Dad, what did they want the steaks well done? Well, Bobby, we tell them firmly and kindly to leave.
Now do Dale.
Oh yeah, what was it?
Are you a homos?
Are you a homosexual?
I've never even watched.
Oh, you need to watch.
Best
King of the
Dale
Hill, but
line.
that's
What are you
freaking
doing
hilarious.
with your life?
Bro, best
You need
Dale
to watch
line.
King of the Hill. That's one of
That show looks just so boring.
It's
No, it's
not
so good.
Best Dell
so
line
good.
is guns don't kill people. The government does.
It's so good.
You would love it, dude.
Did you like Office Space?
I love Office Space.
It's the same dude.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's Ron
Mike
Livingston.
no, it's Mike Judge.
Oh, like the direct, like the
the
writer,
creator,
the
the
whoever
writer.
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
the creator.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's great. It's just
He
more.
did Beavis and Butthead.
Yep.
I've only the thing of that I've seen is the Do America movie.
Yeah.
They're great.
Which also the newest Beavis and Butthead's pretty freaking good too.
I've heard. I need to watch.
The newest
it.
Beavis and Butthead's hilarious. They take it. They use their white privilege to steal a cop car.
What? I have privilege.
Oh yes. He also
Oh,
made Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. Okay,
He did.
I love
I
that
didn't
movie.
know that.
I haven't
So, yeah,
seen it in a long time.
King of the Hill, 100% worth your time. I watch it regularly. I just finished another watch through recently.
Maybe I'll actually give it a shot someday. But I'm in the middle of Stargate, so it's gonna be a while.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
And what's up, Jed Revan Wolf?
Yes. Hello, Jed Revan Wolf.
That's a
What up,
great
Jed?
name.
Doing well, sir.
That's a power
So-
name.
Let's
It
see
is.
if this broad ever actually says something.
I try to explain to some people who may not have had the same experience, but a lot of people will relate to this. I grew up in a neighborhood of folks who were very proud of their lawn.
What does that have to do with the
She drunk?
question?
Woman talking. Neo.
Sorry, I can't interrupt the woman talking
No.
on the video that you can pause.
You can't. Sexist.
What? What is this about?
She's double jerking it, bro. Look how natural she's got the two hands out there. She's done this before.
What does bloody Crocs have to do with anything?
The slur, I think.
I don't know.
Bloody Crocs. With your boiled hot dogs and your American things.
We're officially halfway through this and we haven't gotten anything.
And I was raised to believe and to know that all people deserve dignity.
Answer
you gonna
the
get prices
damn
down, bitch?
question, woman.
What is this going to do to get the prices to go down?
Are you not gonna charge us water when we need to water our lawns? Is that what you're saying?
She doesn't have answers, so she has to dance around.
Bro, do you remember? Okay, is this an Arizona
Oh.
thing? Because this is a California thing, dude. When they would say like, "Hey, you can't water your lawns like pretty much at all, or else we'll fine you." There was
Oh,
obviously that one fucking house that did it anyway, and
So,
we're
yeah.
like, oh, I hate that person.
I think we have days where that's supposed to happen. I haven't had a grass yard in forever. Like they've kind of gone
Yeah.
away in Arizona.
They're slowly going away in California too.
Well, California is a bit greener than Arizona, but
That's true.
I don't have.
but
I
like they never did anything. Like Arizona also has like no burn days where you're not supposed to have a fire.
Yeah, that,
Like
yeah, that
nothing
hurts.
ever happened if you did that.
Interesting.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't have-
and Jed is one of us
I don't have.
Phoenicians,
I don't
and
have
he
a
doesn't
lawn
have
either.
grass.
I only have bushes and shrubs.
And that's
and
right.
trees and stuff.
Steve blames Crocs on the movie Idiocracy.
I
Did
will
Crocs
entertain that
exist yet?
take. Actually, were they in that movie? Wait,
I don't remember. I don't even think I remember Crocs existing when that movie came out.
If you're right, that's
They
solid.
didn't. Steve says that Crocs came from the movie Idiocracy.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
And that we as Americans have a beautiful character. You know, we have ambitions and aspirations. And
She's
dreams.
drunk. She is. Look how she answered that. We have ambitions.
How do you say so much
Ambitions
without
and
saying anything at all?
Because she's wasted. Have you, Nerdy? Have you ever tried to explain something to someone while you were completely wasted?
Oh my god!
What?
I'm sharing this with you right now.
Oh god!
What the fuck?
I've tried to explain stuff to people when they were wasted. That was very frivolous.
I will pull that up right after this clip. Let's try and power through this.
She's almost
30 more
done.
seconds. Come on, we can do it. Let's buckle down, boys. 30 seconds.
Can we finish
Aspirations
it?
and dreams. But not everyone necessarily has access to the resources that can help them fuel those dreams and ambitions. So when I talk about building an opportunity economy, it is
communism.
Very much with the mind of investing in the ambitions and aspirations and the incredible work ethic of the American people, and creating opportunity for people, for example, to start a small business.
Well, so government's going to give you money to start a small business. Is that what you're saying?
Hold on. Let's say goodnight to Jed. Jed, good night. Thanks for stopping by, sir.
Good night, dude.
What were you asking?
So yeah, the government is going to invest in who gets to start a small business, and then if they have said small business, is it their business or is it the government?
Now
The
there's
fuck are you saying?
there's things you can do where there's been things for a long time. I don't know how it is now, particularly, but you've always kind of been able to find ways to get grants to help build a small business.
But that's like state shit. You're the federal government.
So, well, let's talk about her. Let's talk about her other plans where where the government's gonna help people out.
I would
Like
just her up here and be like, and what does that mean?
What does that
I know.
mean?
Someone
What's
needs
the
to
plan?
beam this and put this guy's face with like the like what the fuck?
Oh, you mean Nick Young?
Yeah.
The Laker?
Yeah, Nick
I
Young.
love the Young, yeah. That's the best meme of all time.
But to address your question, Shock, about the government doing this or whatever, sure. Just like how she's planning on doing her home buying credit, right? Her home buying help, where you get $25,000 for a down payment of a new home for first-time home buyers. Oh, no. Actually, that's what she says. That's what she says. It's first generational home buyers.
What
Gets
the heck does that mean?
$25,000 can get the $25,000 assistance. Now, if you're a first-time home buyer, but your grandparents have bought a house or your parents have bought a house, you can get a $10,000 tax credit.
How the heck do they check that?
Pretty easy, I bet.
The same way that they check to see if your parents make too much money for you to be able to apply for fast money until you're 24 years old.
That's why they came up with the social scores, bro. Your credit scores. They know everyone can pay for access to your debt.
It's like, yeah, you're a great grandpappy. He owned a home, so you're not eligible.
Yeah.
He owned a home after he got here off the Mayflower.
Oh, I have a new law. What if first generation citizens are allowed to own slaves? It's an idea.
Interesting. I don't know where to go
The
with that.
Democrats are gonna all vote for me. And Steve's my vice president.
There you go.
Yeah, we're good.
You might have to fight Dermy to the death for that.
Oh, he's gonna be my speaker. He's gonna be my speaker of the house.
Okay. He could be your press secretary.
Okay, there you go. Perfect.
So now we also got a clip of Kamala in the wild.
Wow.
Taking questions.
Oh no.
On location.
I am feeling very good about Pennsylvania because there are a lot of people in Pennsylvania who deserve to be seen and heard. That's why I'm here in Johnstown. And I will be continuing to travel around the state to make sure that I'm listening as much as we are talking. And ultimately, I feel very
We are
strongly
talking, baby. Yeah, we are. That's my job. I do real good.
We're not done. Let's
I
finish
got something to say as soon as we're done.
Yeah.
You've got to earn every vote. And that means spending time with folks in the communities where they live. And so that's why I'm here. We're going to be spending a lot more time in Pennsylvania.
So that was in response to someone asking her a question. How do you feel about Pennsylvania?
Yeah, she had no idea where she was going with that as soon as she started. It's basically like Tim Pool has said, like predictive text just like looks at what words are most likely to come after the previous word, and that's exactly what that was. She's like, "Oh, what's a word that comes after the last word I just said?"
Where you just
and
keep
just strung
hitting it?
random words together.
That is also a fair showing of this woman lacks all charisma. She has nothing.
Yeah.
She has nothing going for her. There is no like gravitas or anything to like. She has no fucking personality. She is boring.
You're boring.
She's boring.
At least with
And drunk. Yes, Paul. She's
And Steve says with power.
I think the
Drunk
booze should help her at least, you would think.
Yeah, you would think booze would help her be interesting, but I think it just increases the cackling.
It does.
Did you guys see? We got one last comment clip. Did you guys?
She feels good about Pennsylvania because there are voters in Pennsylvania.
Yes,
that's a great comment.
Did you guys see the amazing fact check that came out? Live fact check that came out from the debate. The clip.
Well, they incorrectly fact checked Trump many times. They never actually fact checked Kamala. So
different kind of circumstance here. Talk about this one.
I have not seen this.
Let me make sure I got the volume all the way up. All right, we're good.
Well, I will tell you, I agreed with President Biden's decision to pull out of Afghanistan. 4 presidents said they would, and Joe Biden did. And as
I remember this shit.
Yes, okay. I know where this is going. This is a great one.
America's taxpayers are not paying the $300 million a day we were paying for that endless war. And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world. The first time this century. What? But let's understand.
So where the fuck are we right now?
Yeah, I did see that.
Sorry, brownies.
You don't exist.
We're not gonna fight endless wars for you. God, insane.
That's just. I mean, what better, more accurate kind of fact check could you possibly get?
Yeah,
I don't know if there is one.
Didn't you know this is all fake? This is just a bunch of guys set up a tent in their backyard to
These
make
are
it
dudes
look like it.
Chilling in some base in America in a tent with. Are these? That's not Mexico. That's Italy's flag.
I was gonna say that looks like the Mexican flag, but
no, Mexico's flag got a thing in the middle. Oh, we got
Yeah.
Italy, and we got some sort of like.
Yeah, I am curious where they are though.
Puerto Rico. Oh, these are probably just like their nationalities or something for everyone in the squad or whatever.
Yeah,
because that looks like Spain, possibly the yellow and red. Anyways, I thought that was hilarious.
That's wild. Yeah, I forgot about that. I love how like she defends pulling out of Afghanistan.
Yeah,
like, Jesus Christ, woman.
It's like you don't have any regrets about the way that happened.
Yep.
Probably not.
Nope. Because it's not a new toy for her, for them. It's just not as sexy as Ukraine is. I want to put all my money in Ukraine.
All right.
You got
So I've got
another funny Kamala clip.
two. No, that was the last of the Kamala bits. I've
Aw.
got two. Just the three. But I mean,
We got
I
a
figured,
fact check, I thought.
I figured that was the fact check.
No. Snopes fact checked.
Oh
Steve.
yes, the Snopes fact check. That's right. Let me pull that up. Bring that over here.
Steve was
the one that
This
I
is
shared with
Steve's
you
fault.
again.
Fuck you, Steve. Fact check from Snopes. Everyone in Idiocracy wears Crocs because they were horrible and cheap. What does Snopes have to say?
This is
True.
only written a year ago.
Snopes fact checked a Steve take, bro. I can't
Everyone in the
believe
2006 movie Idiocracy wears Crocs because they were cheap, and the film's producer thought they were too horrible looking to ever become popular. And now every fucking nurse wears them.
Yep.
I didn't even know Crocs existed in 2006.
Neither did I.
Me neither.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that they were like. I don't even remember them being a thing in the movie. Like, did they actually discuss them? Oh no, it was just what the film's producer had to say. Okay. All right. So did you guys hear about the whistleblower from the
No.
debate?
I heard someone calling someone a whistleblower, but I did not hear the details. I don't even know what they were whistleblowing.
I'm trying to
Supposedly,
find the second half of this. Of course, I can't find it because there's two parts, and the second part isn't getting much traction. Interesting. Let me search real quick here, add an extra search term.
something you can.
So yeah, let me. I'll just pull this up here. So the whistleblower, was talking about how Kamala Harris might have been given the questions to the debate beforehand.
Oh, okay.
So, my name is blah, blah, blah. I have worked with ABC News over 10 years in various technical and administrative positions since the acquisition of ABC News back in 1996. Was that when did Disney buy them in 96?
I don't know.
Because I know Disney owns them.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I have observed significant transformations in the nature of news reporting at the organization. For the record, I do not endorse Donald Trump. Observations of debate communication. Since the debate of President Trump and Vice President Harris, it has been announced to be broadcast on ABC. Various members of the staff had expressed a hope of a debate where issues that were important to everyday Americans would be discussed, and there has been promises made that the candidates would be held to firm discussions regarding their proposed policy stances, and that the debate would not deteriorate into an ad campaign where both candidates would simply make blanket statements without specific policy or an explanation as to blah, blah, blah. Is that even possible anymore?
I don't know.
Is that even possible to just have a debate on policy and not get just a bunch of sound bites?
Well, unironically, the sound bites are only used to get people who don't pay attention to politics to hear your policies.
Did social media kill the debate?
Maybe. I think so. Because Twitter Spaces, I think, is much better. Independent media. It's not just.
But
Twitter
if you have a
Spaces,
political debate, we'll say if you have a presidential debate on a Twitter space, you're telling me you're not going to get the same shit?
Oh, as a debate, yeah, I guess debate is dead. I guess campaigning is not dead, but debating, yeah, I think debating's dead. Because we debated way too hard in like 2012, 2016. You know what I mean? Debates got too hard.
So this is just about him. Observations pertaining to debate fairness. I have noted specific instances related to the debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris that raise concerns about procedural fairness. The specific instances of perceived bias are as follows. Harris campaign received particular accommodations, including but not limited to the providing of a podium significantly smaller than that used by Donald Trump and assurances regarding split-screen television views that would favorably impact Kamala Harris' appearance relative to Donald Trump. Now, I did notice, personally, I could tell that her podium was different when they did the overhead view. They would do it. Now, granted, I mean, there's angles and stuff for that could also play into that. But it did seem like it was almost looked the same, but it was like smaller dimensions. And that's because Kamala Harris is a midget compared to Donald Trump. Midgets don't win elections. Sorry. Sorry, Shock.
Do you think height or her being a woman plays a bigger factor?
Oh, well, you see, the height thing just kind of exponentially.
What if it's a woman? What if it's like a 6 foot woman versus a 5'8" man? Who are you voting for?
Depends on their skin color.
Wow. Okay, so all right, you're right. I would totally elect a 5'8" Mexican. 100. I want to cut taxes away and make gasoline, lawnmowers legal again. Wait.
Siestas at
except liquor stores, you must stay open.
I'd be up for siesta. That'd be great.
I'm down for that. God.
So it was agreed that Donald Trump would be subjected to fact checking during the debate, while Kamala Harris would not face comparable scrutiny. This was widely known throughout the company that Donald Trump would be fact-checked. In fact, various people were assigned to fact-checked observations it was perceived candidate Trump would make during the debate. In fact, Harris' campaign required assurances that Donald Trump would be fact-checked. This was done via multiple communications with Harris' campaign, whereas the Trump campaign was not included to the negotiations. To my understanding, any rules, negotiations, conversations pertaining to the debate should have been both the Trump and Harris campaigns involved. The Harris campaign had numerous more calls regarding the debate rules without the Trump campaign aware or on the call. The Harris campaign was provided with sample questions that, while not the exact questions, covered similar topics that would appear during the debate. Furthermore, the Harris campaign imposed restrictions on the scope of questions, including no questions regarding the perceived health of President Joe Biden, because she fucking swept for his ass for the last fucking 5 years.
Yep.
Because she knew when they were on stage debating each other that he was on uppers in that debate to actually do so well for Democratic debate. He didn't look completely lost for Joe Biden.
Right.
No inquiries related to her tenure as Attorney General in San Francisco. Weird. Why wouldn't you want that to come up? Were you worried about the second visit from a certain Tulsi Gabbard?
Oh, bro, she kicked your ass.
Were you worried that might come up again, Kamala?
Yeah, might.
No question concerning her brother-in-law, Tony West, who faces allegations of embezzling billions of dollars in taxpayers' funds, who may be involved in her administration if elected. What is this?
Oof, that's new to me.
I haven't even heard that.
I have not heard that. Holy what?
So you know what? So, okay. For me, the whistleblower was not passing the sniff test. But like that right there is something that's different. If anyone's heard anything about this Tony West shit, let me know. This is definitely like Joe Biden, Bill Clinton brother type levels of possible corruption here. But yeah, shit, maybe even worse. Embezzling billions of taxpayer dollars. Oh, you know what? Who's the name of the guy that was in charge of the high-speed rail in California?
Oh,
not Newsom.
Well, no, I was just saying. Well, because it was private. It was a private company who was going to build it. Is it Tony West by chance?
I forgot. he was on The Simpsons. The
Oh, the
Simpsons-
high-speed rail guy.
Yeah, I think I was directly making fun of him.
Side note: good news for you Californians.
All right.
Newsom vetoed the $125,000 loan for illegal aliens to buy homes in California.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not out of the goodness of his heart, though.
He doesn't want anyone to own homes, though.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But you know what? How easy would it be for him to say that to like give those people that money, and then when it came time to take away the homes, they'd be the first ones. They'd just be like, "We gave you this, now we're taking it back."
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like a whole like California's banning like red dye number 5, which it's like, oh good, like that's cancer, but it's like, but California's doing it. There has to be a caveat to this.
So are your Skittles going to look different?
I guess. I don't know.
What about
I
the
don't
rest
need
of the dyes?
Skittles.
It's not like red dye number 5 is the only one.
What if you're not gonna notice if the red Skittle is just gone, right?
Yes.
What if all the Redskins get all offended? You took the red one out. How dare you?
They already did that to Land O'Lakes.
We want the Redskins to be back, and we want the red Skittles back. Damn it. Make it happen.
So, okay. Am I going to be able to see this? Oh, okay. So, apparently Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'm not the biggest fan of her. She came out and said the ABC whistleblower who claimed Kamala Harris was given debate questions ahead of the debate has died in a car crash, according to news reports.
Ooh, surprise.
Now, one, how does she know who it is? I'm real tired of this anonymous sources shit. Stand on your name. I understand you're probably going to lose your job at Disney. I get it. But then there's a community note on her tweet now that says Rep. Green acknowledged in a later tweet that this is false, but has not taken this post down. So apparently they didn't die in a car accident.
That would actually surprise me more.
Right.
Now, the question. We just read the accusations. We haven't gotten any of the evidence to such accusations. Let's say evidence is provided.
You are roboting pretty bad.
Am I roboting? Am I still roboting?
No, I hear
Bop,
you.
boop, bop, beep.
Was that
I
just
hear
on
you,
my end?
Might just be you.
So let's say evidence is provided to these accusations. Does that change anything?
I don't think so.
No. Why would it?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like, what difference would that make?
It's over. Especially we're almost 2 weeks. We're actually, tomorrow makes it 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So who cares?
Right.
Now, this last bit is a bit different. It doesn't have anything to do with presidents or anything like that. We're going to talk about Congress. We've got a tweet here from Mr. Thomas Massey.
Ooh, man.
He says, to pass the giant spending bill, the speaker was going to have Republicans stage fake fight over illegals voting. The swamp was quietly laughing at those who believed it was real. I called them out on Monday. They canceled the fake fight by Wednesday.
Oh my God.
So for those of you who don't know, the Republicans, Speaker Johnson, added the Save America Act to the spending bill. The Save America Act, I believe, was going to do something along the lines of requiring voter ID. And Massey's like, this is all a bunch of horseshit. You guys are going to add this, and then you're going to get approval from your people, and then you're going to take it out before the vote.
Oh my God.
So we'll watch this, what he's got to say here.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll watch the whole 7 minutes of it, but This is.
I saw some of this clip.
And I would call in Mr. Massey.
Can we be honest with the American people about what's going on here? This is political theater.
Man.
I'm going to call out both sides right here. It's all posturing. It's fake fighting. We all know where it ends up. This is Groundhog Day. I don't care if the Democrat is the speaker or Republican is the speaker. We always get a CR in September, and then we get an omnibus. Sometimes there's a twist on that. We might get the omnibus before Christmas, but if we're not good, it comes after Christmas. But that's what's going to happen. And in the meantime, it's political theater. You know, we've got it's good theater. We've got great writers.
Oh my God.
I don't know about all that. If it was good, if they were coming up with good political theater, good political drama, people would be fucking paying attention.
I think that was just like a slap to the face, calling them all actors. Like, you're not politicians, you're just a bunch of actors.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ban omnibus bills.
Yeah, dude.
I agreed, and I look
AOC used to agree with you, and then she was told not to.
Of course. Chump. I do look forward to Grok being able to parse omnibus bills, because Elon Musk said that will be a key feature in Grok.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's cool.
So I can Grok with that.
Guess what you did there.
Making it.
I wish they just come up with a new plot. It's the same plot every fiscal year. What should we be doing? It's already been discussed. We should have done 12 separate bills. We should have done 12 separate bills. But again,
amen. Just do that forever.
Yeah. Forever.
Yeah, exactly. So don't cram these stupid things that don't need spending into these giant bills and be like, why didn't you pass this? You're the bad guys.
Whether Democrats are in control or Republicans are in control, we never do the 12 separate bills. Why do we always spend at least as much as we did last year, and why do we never cut spending? It's because Democrats want to grow the welfare state, and Republicans want to grow the military-industrial complex. And we're eventually going to...
Dude, we might watch this whole thing.
Oh, God, called his ass out.
This guy's cooking.
Shit. I love him. I love how it was every year.
Up,
He like, hello. He's like, every year I write up the same bill I write, and I get ready for the day, and then I march up there and I go, I like to defund the Department of Education, please. And they say no, and I've been doing it for 20 years. I'm like, you are a national treasure, sir. You don't know Thomas Massey?
This is Thomas Massey.
Oh, I love
Possibly
him.
the best in Congress.
He's yep.
So I've heard the name before, but didn't know exactly who he is.
You know him. Like, you've heard some like awesome laws and bullshit.
Going to get together, and they're both going to go up. I guarantee it. And both parties are just fine letting the bureaucrats do their thing, which should be our thing according to Article 1, Section 8 in the Constitution. We are empowered with these things. Most important of the things we do is the funding, and that's the big lever we have. You know, I've sat through now almost 2 years of hearings in this Congress where we've exposed lies at the CDC, shortcuts at the FDA, unconstitutional gun bans at the ATF, over prosecution of January 6ers at the DOJ, targeting common citizens at the FBI, spying by the NSA, illegal mandates for livestock by the USDA, targeting plant vaccine or transgenic plant vaccine at the NSF, and censorship. The censorship industrial complex of which the NSF is part of, automobile kill switch at the DOT. Now, these are all things I think most Democrats are just fine with, this kind of totalitarian state that the bureaucrats are pushing on us. But Republicans at least pretend to be against these things. But what are we going to do this?
That dude just spent the last 30 seconds dispensing red pills.
Yup. He's next. You better not go golfing, Thomas.
Yeah, I was just saying, this guy's days are limited.
Yep, they have been.
September, we're going to fund every freaking one of those things that we have exposed. That is the tool that we have, is the funding. Why are we funding things we don't like? We don't have to. Well, it's because we're addicted to spending. And this doesn't do anything about the addiction at all. So let me touch on one point too here that I think is important. Is, a couple years ago, or a summer and a half ago, I suppose now, we did something where we allowed the debt limit to be increased. But as
you do that all the time. You do that all the time.
As a condition of that, we said if you do a CR that lasts past April 30th, everything's going to get cut 1%. And that, to me, seemed like at least a little tinge of fiscal responsibility was creeping in. But now I notice that this CR, instead of going 1 year and giving us time to do the 12 appropriations bills, is going to go 6 months. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen because this goes 6 months. Number one, it ends in March 28th, on March 28th. Well, the automatic cuts happen on April 30th if the CR went past that. So that is exactly why the Speaker chose a 6-month CR, is so we don't have even the chance, a threat to this town, it's a threat of a 1% cut. We don't want to even, this is like T-ball. The 1% cut is on the tee, and Republicans won't even swing at it. So instead, we're going to do a 6-month.
Jeez.
Not Republicans.
Nope.
They're not conservatives.
The rhinos.
They won't take a chance to shrink the fucking government. They're not conservative.
Too big to fail came from fucking Republicans.
Was that a George Bush thing?
No, the Cheney thing, I think.
Oh fuck. We Cheney might have been the first documented.
Or Romney.
No.
Cheney.
No. McCain.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking McCain. I was like, McCain might have been the first outed rhino because he was not a fucking Republican and his fingers still run deep in this damn state. But yeah, not conservatives. If they're not even trying to cut things, they're not
limit lower.
When you have a fucking chance to do it.
Yeah, it's like in the debate when Kamala was like, "Oh yeah, I've got all these Republicans who are endorsing me." It's like they're not Republicans.
Yeah, way to endorse yourself as the uniparty, like right away.
If you support Kamala, you're not a Republican.
So, Small Town Republic says Massey is the only one in Congress that voted against the initial coup spending bill in 2020. Respect. Are you sure Andy Biggs didn't vote no? Because I know he votes no on almost every spending bill, if not all of them. We'll see what else he's got. This is a good clip.
CR instead of a 1-year CR. That sets up another crisis next spring where we can do another pretend fight sometime around March. And that fight it'll be the same fight regardless of who wins the presidency and who's in charge of the Senate and the House. And we're basically going to get pretty much the same result. But that's 6 months from now. In the meantime, we can kick the can down the road. All of these things that we've exposed and all of these hearings are going to continue to get funded. But wait, there's a bright, shiny object on this CR. I've never seen one of these. I have never seen a bright, shiny object attached to one of these must-pass bills. Oh, wait, no. It actually happens. There always is. A bright, shiny object. A bauble, if you will. A little something to get excited about. This SAVE Act. It's going to save us all, right? And by the way, this is good political theater. I do like this part of it, that we're going to see almost every Democrat cast a vote so that illegals can vote in our elections. I mean, that's pretty clever on the part of our speaker to set that up, make you all take that vote. But here's what he's going to do after you take that vote. He's going to take it off. The bright, shiny object goes away. It's Lucy and the football again. And the American public is all revved up. Yeah, we're going to get to save that. We're going to save these elections. We're going to stop the illegals from voting. Really? How are you going to do that in like 6 weeks?
Yeah.
I think they're already registered. if they're going to vote. Some.
This is my thought exactly.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't
like,
think about that.
it's too.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's a good point.
Yeah.
There's no way. And like, shit's so corrupt at the local. Okay, when I speak, I'm obviously speaking from my state. Shit's fucked around here. Like,
No, you can speak for our state too.
yeah, but like, at least my state pretends it's not, right? Like yours is obvious, so you don't have to deal with nearly as much gaslighting as we do over here.
How often? I mean, I don't know if they give so many of them licenses or ideas more than they just push the, not needing identification for things anymore.
Repeat that.
Like, they rely so much on, IDing is racist, asking for identification is racist. Like, how many illegals have identification nowadays in California?
Oh, fair point. Because I think they can get them here in Arizona too.
Because in Arizona, I know that they give illegals identification. I haven't heard that in California, to be honest. They just say, asking for any kind of identification is just racism, right?
I have a question.
Yeah.
How are you going to give someone an ID when they come across the border without any papers?
Well, some of them have been reportedly given papers, right?
They identify as
the one in New York get papers, right? So in California, I haven't heard that, but I do hear that.
Steve has some personal experience with some of this information.
Oh, really?
He's close to a Venezuelan who is heavily rooting for Trump.
Nice.
She says it's his fault that she's here.
What?
I'm joking in the way that I said it, but she says it's because of him. It enabled her to be able to migrate here legally.
Yeah.
Some of them probably already voted. This SAVE Act ain't going to save anything. And particularly because it ain't ever going to become law. It's a false promise to get all the Republicans half pregnant. And then you're going to get fully pregnant by the end of September when you vote for this CR. That is not going to have this. I mean, I hate to break this to you. I mean, the Democrats already know this. I'm not telling you anything special. I hate to break it to the Republicans. You ain't getting the SAVE Act. It is not going to stay on this bill. Why? Because we're going to cave. We're going to cave. Is it a fight worth having? Absolutely, it's a fight worth having. Make those Democrats say they want illegal.
So much, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch your shit.
Yep, that's all it is.
It's a giant circle jerk.
Yeah.
Illegals to vote. Make them take that vote as many times as you can. And then make them go to the ballot box in November. But that's what it is. It's political theater, folks. We all know where it ends up. We've seen it. I've been here 12 years. I've seen it 12 times. I refuse to be a thespian in this failure theater. And with that, I yield back.
That's kind of black pillish, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
That reminds me though of all these awesome clips of Cruz from Texas, roasting like Mark Zuckerberg and what's his Jack Dorsey. It's like, it sounds great, but nothing comes of it.
Well, yeah, and he's calling that shit out is what he's doing. Yeah.
The difference, it's a little different because Ted Cruz doesn't do too much about it, while Massey does try to get these bills on there. He tries to vote for, limiting government. Well, Ted Cruz will just do it for popularity points to stay elected, but won't actually do any. He won't do much action on the state level. He'll just kind of I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word. It's kind of just projecting for hey, I'm on the right side without actually doing anything. And because what's her name? Who was the black girl that said if you see him in the diners, harass them.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I think before you joined.
Because she does the same thing though. When they get these tycoon corporates people in court,
What the fuck
They
was
drill-
Beetlejuice's name?
Beetlejuice? What?
Yeah, the woman you were
Lightfoot.
just. Yeah.
Oh,
You're not talking about
yeah.
Lightfoot,
Yeah.
though. You're talking about
She was
someone
the one-
else.
Flores,
that.
Weathers, or something. I
Well, there's
forgot her
Muriel
name.
Bowser, but that's not her.
No, not her.
Lori Lightfoot. No. Damn it.
That's
Now
not
I'm
who
getting
said
them all
that, though.
confused.
They
They
do
don't
that.
look anything alike. They're just all black women.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Court
But they
reporters.
do the thing where they like grill them and they don't let them actually answer, and they don't actually answer the actual meaningful questions. He kind of does the same thing. Because I used to like Ted Cruz too.
And
I've noticed it's like, well, wait, you're not actually doing anything.
Small time's not wrong here. Trey Gowdy was the worst at running his mouth. He did talk a lot, but I don't know. It's close between him and Cruz,
Yeah, that's true.
and it might and maybe that's just because Cruz has more of a presence on social media and he's able to get his sound bits out better than Gowdy was able to.
Yeah,
But Gowdy talks a lot of shit on the fucking news too. Whenever he,
I
gets on.
haven't
seen it. I haven't seen him on the news in a while though.
I haven't heard Cruz talk about the border very much.
Nope.
It's another thing that's interesting.
My dad was a Cruz guy in 16.
I liked Cruz.
He was a Rubio guy at first.
Oh no! Well,
Yeah, my yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
My dad is the traditional Republican and not. I think he's coming around to more libertarian ideas though in his older age.
It actually is, because the only reason you voted Republican then was to just lower taxes, and they're not doing that. They're not doing that now.
No, they're not even trying.
They're not even trying to do it now. Yeah. So what's the point?
All right, since that was a black pill, we are definitely ending on a random ass clip provided to me via Nerdy Neo.
Oh yes, I was like, I really hope you show this because I was dying laughing watching this.
She's gone to my philosophy. If she ever got elected, she'd change it. And
This is the greatest filter ever.
she's a Marxist.
Oh yeah, this was
Everybody knows
great.
she's a Marxist.
Huh?
Her
What you
father's a
say?
Marxist professor. You can-
Well, I mean, but there's a filter on this. I thought this was just.
Nah, that's
footage.
just.
Oh no,
that's
it's not a
her.
filter. It's all natural.
That ain't no
I thought
filter.
this
That
was
is
real.
her.
Like
Freedom Tunes cartoon.
that was one of the first in the debate stream. That was one of the first things I mentioned. I was like, because like Trump would be talking, and she would just look so bothered
I know.
when he was talking. Like I was like, he's gonna get in her head. This is over already. Wasn't the case, but anyways.
economics, and he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done to our country, and when you look at these millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say.
What do you mean she has no charisma? Look at that.
I know.
face.
She's...
Pouring in, and just look at what they're doing to our country.
Oh my god.
They're criminals. Many of these people.
I like when they put the Chad filter on him.
Economy, too. You mentioned before, we'll talk about immigration later. Well, bad immigration is the worst thing that can happen to our economy. They have, and she has, destroyed our country with policy that's insane. Almost policy that you'd say they have to hate our country, President Trump. She's gone to my...
So yes,
Oh.
Kamala
Beautiful.
Harris is an angry bird. I don't know how else to describe that. She looks like she's got a beak with the way that they bend her lip. Well, guys, that's what we got. Any last thoughts, either of you?
There were a couple of things I put in chat. The last one on mine is just a really quick meme. But I saw the article I posted is that there's now a gender neutral submarine in the Navy.
Yeah, that was
Like
ridiculous.
what?
Yes,
But-
and actually,
That is fake news. All boats are females. That's a fact.
That is true.
All boats are females.
I saw this earlier. I absolutely love
Taunting.
this.
Venn diagrams.
You got
It's a great
bullets
Venn
here.
diagram.
Yeah, interviews in this circle, and in the middle's dodging. We love Venn diagrams.
We do. We sure do.
This was brilliant. If this was his meme, although I don't know. I fucking hate Twitter. You never know who actually created something. Because everyone steals everyone else's shit. Also, I want to address something real quick before we head out. Gal, you don't owe me anything, but thank you for the consideration. And then apparently you could send money via PayPal without having an account. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah,
That sounds like magic.
So I kind of put the gist of it in my next one, but yeah, because I deleted my PayPal account after that thing like a year ago, where it's like we'll charge you like $600 or $2,400 or whatever it was if you say things we don't like. So I deleted my PayPal account, but because there's so many people, in our sphere, that's how you tip. Wait. Did you not know about this?
You didn't know that.
That they're policing speech?
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
It was over Alex Jones. It was something that Alex Jones did. I forgot.
Yeah, it came out in their terms of service. That like they'll charge people like $2,400, something nuts if they don't like what you have to say. And so I deleted my PayPal account, but because so many people use PayPal as like their payment way to get tips and stuff.
Well, I think that's the only thing you can do with what's it called? Stream.
There are Stream Elements. You can do it without PayPal. I figured out how to do it. So when someone like tips me, it doesn't go through PayPal. It's called SE Pay through Stream Elements.
Guys, PayPal.
And I only did that because you can do it without PayPal, but you can also pay people without PayPal. It's just when you go to pay someone, you have to like down at the bottom, there's like a little toggle. It says like, do it as a guest. So you have to fill out your information every time, but you can do it without an account, but it automatically toggles to on. So if you hit save, it'll tip someone, but then it'll create a PayPal account for you because they really want you to. So you got to toggle it and turn it off every single time if you want to be able to tip someone without creating a
That's
PayPal
some
account.
Wells Fargo shit. They're just making accounts
dirty,
for
but
people.
as long as you pay attention, toggle it off, you can do it.
I was gonna say PayPal is what Tiff tells her Twitch streamers when she's streaming.
I'm very concerned I'm going to open my PayPal account and have negative $1,200 in there.
Probably, yeah.
That's fucked. I gotta do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit you up. I'm gonna take a look at Stream Elements to see what I can do to change that.
That's when the whole what's
well, there was the Ripaverse thing as when I knew that people started boycotting PayPal because they'll just hold your money if you make more than what
it was
they
about
think
the
you
same time.
Yeah.
It was around that
Well, what
time.
was the Bongino? Bongino made his Stripe or whatever, right? Not Stripe. His Bongino made his own payment processor around that time. It was because of the PayPal stuff.
Yeah, it's the.
I forgot what it is.
It's actually called. Oh my God! Why is it?
I forgot what it's called.
Parallel economy.
Parallel
economy. Yeah,
yes. It's literally called parallel economy.
I know it's really funny.
I was like, bilinear. Why am I thinking?
I've never done it on phone. I've always done it on desktop. So Gal's saying that there's no toggle. That I don't know if that's why, but I've always done it on desktop, and there's always a little toggle at the bottom that I just toggle off. It's like, do you want to also create a PayPal account? It's like, no, I do not. So I toggle it off.
Dang.
Because they really want you to sign up for one. I'm like, nope, not doing that.
Oh, wooed.
I did share the link to jump in the show in the weekend pregame chat. And I said, if anyone wants to come in and talk about a psychopath, feel free to join. And this is my brother's response. From is
that Sword in the Stone?
Sword in the Stone with the wizard squirrel and then the real squirrel, the big fat chick.
That's your woman.
I haven't seen that movie since I was like 5, so I vaguely remember it.
Dude, Sword in the Stone's so good.
It is good. I haven't seen it in a long time though. What do I have to say?
Yeah, anything from you, Shock?
That bitch is getting roasted on the internet, so don't be blackpilled. Slots or whatever, all those Twitch streamers are making fun of her.
What bitch? The Vindman bitch?
No, Kamala.
Oh.
Everybody's making fun of her. There's your clown pill, which is ultimately a white pill.
That's how we win.
Are you saying clowns can't be other colors?
Yes.
Racist.
Clowns. They have to paint themselves white. How? You know what? Black people can't be clowns. That's white face. Yeah. What?
That's actually pretty accurate.
Black man clown. I want to see what comes up.
You can't wear white face.
Look at this
That's
white
racist.
face.
But no, they can because only white people can be racist.
That's right. Yeah, I'll get anything. That's it for me. Good night, everyone. Good show.
So, well, before you head out, what you got going on this week? Shaka Zulu?
Nothing. Just Thursday, Friday. I'll be on pregame and ball busters, and that's it. Follow me on
You're
Twitter
going
and
to be on
stuff.
pregame on Friday?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
I said you're going to be on pregame on Friday?
I said Thursday and Friday.
I know, I'm joking.
Oh.
I just opened up the actual YouTube back end so I could use my commands, and I forgot that I have all this blue text in my chat, and I forgot that I had admin. I gave Gal a wrench last week.
Nice.
Because I needed help on the debate stream. So yes, pregame. Do you think you're going to make Chatterday this week?
Yeah, hopefully should.
You missed some funny ass shit.
Oh, I heard. Heard.
Cloud, I love you. And Neo, what you got going on this week? You got another busy one like last one?
Yeah, every day this month that I'm available to stream, except for two. One was a couple weeks ago, and then the other one is on Thursday. I won't be streaming because I'm going to see my favorite movie of all time in theater because I never got to see it when it was in theater. So no open mic on Thursday, and that is obviously The Matrix because it's in theaters for its 25th anniversary. Yeah, so as for the rest of this week, tomorrow is the return of Party Chat. So because I'm not able to stream on the weekends anymore, we're moving it to every other Tuesday. So tomorrow night will be the return of Party Chat at 6:00 Pacific. And Ryan is continuing to be a co-host on it, Legion.
Nice.
But Mark the Cyborg is no longer going to be able to be co-host because of the time change. But my good buddy Carl, the RNG podcast, is going to take his place as the regular other co-host. And then my guest host for tomorrow is my good buddy Angry Canadian.
Nice.
And Wednesday, my good buddy in Achievement Hunting Crime, Dude 1286, and I are starting a new series of streams. I'm not sure how long it's going to go, but it's not a forever thing. And I got this idea from Mark the Cyborg because a couple years ago, he tried to coach Drunk 3PO through Dark Souls. And Dude is a big Dark Souls guy, and I've never played it. So he's going to try coaching me through Dark Souls. So we're going to start that.
I will watch the shit out of that.
So however long it takes me to get through Dark Souls, he's going to coach me, and we're going to be doing that every Wednesday for the next few weeks. And then, normally Thursday. Oh, go ahead.
That starts this Wednesday.
Yeah, that'll be on Wednesday. It'll be our first episode of what I'm calling Dude Souls.
Well played. Well played. Yeah, that sounds good.
And then Thursday normally would be an open mic, but I'm going to the Matrix because I never got to see it in theater, so I'm finally getting to see it in theater for its 25th anniversary. Although technically the anniversary was back in March, but it's close enough. I never got to see it in theater, so I'm going to see it with a couple of buddies, and I'm very much looking forward to that. So that's what I got for this week.
I want to go see The Matrix. I didn't get to see the first one in the theaters either.
Yeah. So a couple things for next week. Monday, because I am doing a Mass Effect Monday, so I'll be playing Mass Effect 3 multiplayer because I love.
You're doing
that.
Metroidvania Monday.
So one Monday a month, I'm doing Mass Effect Monday.
Okay.
And so we're going to be playing Mass Effect multiplayer. So if anyone wants to join, I'm going to be doing it on Xbox. It's 4 players. So I think Carl's going to join me. So we got 2 spots open if anyone wants to join because that's my favorite game of all time. And I love the multiplayer. So I'm always looking for an excuse to play that. And then lastly, next Tuesday will be the next episode of Top 5, and we're gonna be ranking our favorite video game commercials, and we don't have any panelists yet. So if anyone out there wants to rank their
Ooh.
personal favorite video game commercials. Let me know. That'll be next Tuesday.
It's easily this N64 Super Smash commercial.
That's a good one.
That's like the best one with the turtles.
So, but yeah. So if anyone wants to be on that one, let me know.
Sounds busy. Sounds very busy. So keep an eye out on my channel for random streams because I've got time this week and that just might happen. Doesn't look like tomorrow, but maybe Wednesday. And they will be during the day because I took the week off for my birthday because I have unlimited PTO and I need to use it. I still use I actually use less PTO now with unlimited PTO than I did when I had to accrue it.
Makes sense.
I never use my PTO.
So yeah, watch out for random ass streams. Plus, there will be the weekend pregame. I have some semi cringy shit pulled aside. I also have some pop culture-y stuff because the Inside Out 2 stuff is interesting. I find
I officially need to watch that movie because
too.
I love that movie and I never wanted a sequel because I knew even way back. No,
I thought it was gay.
No, wait, just gay. No, I thought I knew they would go into the like, I have mental illness and it's not my fault kind of angle. Like I knew they would go into that, but I heard it doesn't, and I really liked the first one, so I need to see it.
Yeah, so I need to see Inside Out too. But so we're going to talk about that one.
What
yes,
the first
because-
one? Great.
Yeah,
What the fuck
so
are you
look,
talking about?
Gal doesn't do feelings. Gal is actually a dude.
Oh, that's true.
So
She
Gal
doesn't. She
do
can't understand. She can't comprehend the idea of things having conversations in her head. That's what.
Ooh.
So that's what the movie's about.
Right. It's about the different conversation.
Yeah. Hope. Joy has a conversation with anger, and then Nervous is in the corner bothering them. It's like this is adorable and accurate. And I'm like, I don't want a second one. I don't trust modern Disney to make a sequel to this. But anyway, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that and whatever else weird crap comes my way. And just to address this, yes, Devil, it is my birthday. And thank you, good sir. It's for reals, just freaking feelings. It's annoying.
It's great. It's a good movie.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I enjoyed it. And then Cash is going to give Cal. Cash is going to give Gal hell about the cats. Expect
like
many cat tweets later, sir. You have brought that on yourself.
I love kitties. Tag me in them too.
So let me think. Is there anything else? And then the Ball Busters, maybe Saturday, Chatterday. Who knows? So yeah, to everyone watching, thank you. We had Gal, we had Cash Kester, we had Devil, we had Duke Devil, we had Kel, we had Small Time Republic, Meteor Advocate Timon. I know there's other Paul Hadouken, Jed Revenwolf, Savage Dad was in here early. And once again, if you want to see the psychopath that tried to take Trump's life this last weekend's Twitter feed, go to Professor Savage Dad's Rumble video. It's on his Rumble channel. It's just Professor Savage Dad. You'll find it there. And on that note, we're going to end it. So until next time, have a good one.
Good night.
Now wave awkwardly at the camera. Say bye.
Bye.